5 minutes. We had to restart the show.
All right.
Yo, we gonna try this again. Yo, it's your boy Jimmy Jam with In the Black Podcast in the building with my girl Coco,
What's up, y'all?
Miss Conversation,
What it do? What it do?
and our new guest, Ebony Alchemy in the building, y'all. We like to welcome her to the Mirror Podcast studio. First time here, you know what I'm saying? So
Thank you.
we like to welcome her here, give her a big warm welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
So today we got a laundry list of topics. Miss Conversation gonna start us off. He put it in. It look like it's about 6, 7 of them. We're gonna try to cut it we can.
All right, man. Let's get to it. So the first one let's talk about is these schools, right? Cell phone usage. It's been a real big thing. So Georgia just passed a bill, HB 1009, saying that K through 8, no more cell phones starting now. And high school, they're phasing that out. That'll start next year, right?
Okay.
So how do you guys feel about no cell phones in high school or just in school, period?
Okay.
How do you feel
Okay.
about that right now?
In school, period,
Yeah.
or are we sticking with the law that was passed K through 8?
Let's go period, but if you want to separate them, you can. How you feeling about it?
I don't have a problem with it in a sense. I get why they're doing it, but if we think about it, it's gonna. So, like right now, it's a lot of kids that can take videos, and when they have their phones with them, they can take different type of videos, and they're able to have proof of some things that happen within the classrooms as well. So it's going to take away that. And there are sometimes the kids probably need to have the phones on them for whatever it is. It could be some emergency purposes or whatever. On the same side, they may be doing that because it's a distraction in the classrooms a lot of times, because you do have a lot of kids that don't know how to put their phones down. Probably wants to stop them from maybe cheating, not pulling things up and using Chat GPT and things like that to answer their questions on their test. So I mean, you could look at it both ways, but I think they need to come to a middle ground. I don't think they need to have them like just no phones, period. I think they need to be able to control, find a way to control the phone uses in the classrooms that they're in, but not no phones, period. That's the way I feel about it.
Hey, she hit multiple points on the first go round. Okay, then.
See, like she studied for this.
Hey.
I mean, because I have a child in school,
Right.
so
Right.
I would want him to have his phone.
Especially
You know what I mean?
with all the,
But
shooting
it's so
and
much,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
it's so much going on. And that does, like when you bring up shootings or things like that happen in the schools that affect all the kids, when the parents are nervous or scared and they, if they don't have a way to get their child on the phone, or their child can't call them, that's going to cause, more chaos, I think. You want your child to be able to reach you if need be.
Right.
Well,
So yeah.
Because the school's not going to reach you until later.
They sure are. Where they gonna get your phone number from? They got to
Right.
ask each child, or they got to go
Right.
into the system and let me pull every single child's telephone number up so we can call their mama. Because
which
how
they
else?
don't do.
How else the parents gonna find out a lot of things until what they found out on the news?
Right.
You know what I
Which
mean?
I get it. They do that to keep the panic at a minimum. But still,
But
as
still.
a parent, you want to know
Yeah.
if your child is okay.
If your child is
or
at
in
that
this
school,
day and age,
yeah.
if your child is the problem.
Yeah.
well,
Because that's an issue
Uh.
too. That's an issue too. Because your child, you know how they are
Yeah.
on these phones. Most kids can't put their phones down. They act like they can
Right.
anyway. So I can see it being a distraction in the classroom. I absolutely get where the schools are coming from. But at the same time, they got to remember times have changed. Cell phones are a part of everybody's lives. So you have to come to some kind of middle ground. But just getting rid of the phones, period, no.
I think that's what they're trying to do, though. I think they're trying to find a middle ground. I think that what they're doing is a process. I want to call it a trial run. They're trying to see how it works to completely remove the cell phone, or should they completely remove the cell phone? Because from my understanding, when I looked it up, they've only started it with the K through 8. So high schoolers are still able to have their cell phones,
Right.
but which a lot of the high schoolers are using the cell phones to do the work.
They are.
Because chat
That's really
GPT
where I
has
would think
became
it
their
would be an
best
issue.
freaking friend.
Yeah.
So, but
middle school through high school, I see would probably be a bigger issue. It depends on their focus. What's the reason why you're removing it? What made y'all come to that decision? Because are you saying that you don't want the kids to be able to reach out to people? You don't want the kids to have a way to be contacted or contact somebody in case of an emergency? Or is it because you're trying to keep them from cheating? You're trying to keep them from having cameras in the classrooms and in the schools. What's your reasoning behind it?
Well, also I read that since they have input taken away the cell phones during school hours, that it has cut down on cyberbullying. So I do agree with that, because I remember hearing a story where a girl went viral at school and chose to unalive herself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I get the concept of what they're trying to do, but I want, in my mind, it's a trial run. Like they're trying to, you stick different pieces until you see what fits.
I see that starting K through 8, I see them doing a trial run. But if we go back to cyberbullying, stopping it in the middle of the school day is not going to matter, because you got your laptop, you got your phones at home as well.
Yeah.
You got it before school starts. That shouldn't be an issue. Okay, you don't have it for the little 8 hours you're in school. Those same kids that are cyberbullying are bullying them in school physically. So if they can't get them on the phones, what are they going to do? They're going to go to them to bully them, or they're going to be doing it outside of the school times anyway.
Right. And so the other side of that for me, like you said, they're going to be doing it physically anyway. And in my example, I say, what if your child is the child that's being bullied? Right. And your child doesn't have their cell phone to text you and say, hey, mom, when I get out of school, these 4 kids are talking about jumping me.
Absolutely.
Or something like that. So in that case, you will want your child to have that cell phone.
Hey, Jimmy, you see why she rookie of the year? And you see how she working with Nika right then. They going back and forth. We ain't say nothing up in here. These mamas doing their thing, right?
Doing it.
Hey, man, look, y'all go continue.
Look, he trying to boost my head. Don't make me feel
continue. Y'all keep going.
Hey, that's good convo.
I just like to talk.
They don't need to interrupt.
Look, I just like to talk.
But y'all making sense. I get it.
Okay.
So first off, I want to say, fuck these pussy kids. Okay, when it comes to so y'all want to be all studious and everything. Fuck these pussy kids. Okay, I'm tired of this cyberbullying shit. Do you know how much we used to talk about each other when we was kids? Joning, janking, cranking, all the different words from different places.
Absolutely.
I had the ability. One of the good things about my life is I've stayed in pretty much every corner of the United States. I've been Southeast, I've been Cali, I've been New York. Only thing I ain't really do is like breadbasket. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody trying to stay in no Dakotas or nothing like that. You feel me? But so every place I was, people talked about each other. Okay, people gonna talk about you.
Absolutely.
And yes, the internet makes it it is more to deal with, because it's more people that can jump on you on one time.
Absolutely.
But y'all let these kids know that folks just ain't gonna like you and go on about your business. And I'm just saying, we got to do that part first of all. But with going to the conversation, all right, I don't agree with banning cell phones for the most part. All right, anything that could potentially hinder knowledge and hinder safety. All right, because at the end of the day, I want to know where my kids at. My daughter that's in college right now, I still have her what's called. So you mean you gonna turn it off and then I don't know where you at?
Exactly.
Nah, I don't rock with that at all.
No, that's right.
Because we don't have one thing that was brought up.
That's a good point.
When we talked about this on Friday, somebody, I don't remember who. It might have been you. So if it was you, excuse me. But we don't trust the teachers and the people anymore.
They aren't always on the right side.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
How many times have a student had to film a teacher doing something wrong, or film a administrator or another student for it to actually get out?
Yep.
Quick story. I was kicked in my balls when I was in elementary school by a teacher. Well,
Really?
I was need.
I know you lying.
Yeah. So I've
On
always
purpose?
I've always
In Columbus?
in Columbus, Georgia.
Hold on. Was it an accident?
No, it was definitely on purpose.
The teacher literally just said, boom.
No, need me in my balls. So
Male.
I was in
female?
elementary school.
the hell?
It was a female,
White.
A female?
What grade was this?
white lady. All right, so I was a rambunctious kid. I used to turn in my work all because I'm smart or whatever. So I used to get bored. I used to talk a lot. Obviously, missed the conversation. Cool. She got mad and upset. You talking too much. You need to be quiet. I was wrong. Okay, I get it. I still was talking and I was messing with some other kids, whatever. But to take it as far as one day, I think she was tired of me. And she told everybody they were going outside, but you can't go outside. So I was like, why can't I go outside? I did challenge her. And she was like, you ain't blah, 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 whatever, all these excuses. So what I remember is she walked me to the door and said, you're going to sit in this corner right here. And I'm going to send somebody to come check on you. You're going to stay in this room by yourself. I was like, I don't want to stay in here by myself. I stood up. And then next thing I know, she needed me in my balls.
Damn.
I'm talking about I went straight down to the ground. First time I had ever got kicked in my balls. I was like third grade.
Oh,
This was
hell no.
Winterfield. Now it's MLK.
And what your mama do?
Oh, she was up there on their ass.
I know she
I will.
was.
I give her that. She was up there on their ass about
I
that.
know she was.
And
Did anything happen?
hey,
to the
nobody
teacher?
beat my son but me.
What happened to the teacher?
What happened to the
You
teacher?
see, they didn't get that.
I
They
got
you
you.
that.
I get it.
She could beat my ass all the time and go crazy on me because nobody else did.
Right.
But anyway, yeah.
They were asking what happened to the teacher.
Nothing because it was a
And wasn't no
unsubstantiated
cameras,
claim.
wasn't no
Yeah.
cameras then.
With no cameras,
No
all
proof.
that type of stuff. I had no
Right.
proof.
Her.
And then I was known as a kid that was a
Trouble
little
kid,
rambunctious
yeah.
and stuff like that. So they was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Well, she died of cancer. So, I mean, hey. But anyway,
Oh my God.
gotcha, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Can we not act like that today?
What you mean?
Don't do that.
I'll tell you, you ain't getting hot seat. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
not-
not going down.
Yeah, yeah.
He just getting started.
Yeah, this just gets started.
That's what I'm afraid
Yeah.
of.
So she get to see the mediator and the moderator. Me.
Mhm.
This is just I'm on their personality right now, baby.
Okay.
This is what we do now. But yeah, so for those type of reasons,
Yeah.
and I've been a substitute before for multiple years. I've coached kids, things like that.
Mhm.
You need those phones. Those phones need to be out there for the protection of all parties.
Absolutely.
And that's why I agree with it. What about you, Jimmy?
Well, I feel the same way the ladies feel. I mean, that like Nika said, why they trying to stop it? I mean, what's the reasoning for it?
The reasoning, which I always ask, is they say that they want to raise critical thinking and test scores up. So there's a bunch of conflicting evidence when you look at the raw data numbers. There's been 40s, I want to say 42. Don't quote me exactly on there, but it's 40 something states that have adopted this individually as states.
It's 40. I think
It's 40.
40 on the head.
Okay, cool. So it's 40. And the last state that produced any evidence was Florida, right? They have a saying that there was a slight raise. It was like a 3 to 5 year period. And it was a slight raise in critical thinking scores and general test scores for the kids. So, but this is standardized testing. And we all know that that's bullshit anyway,
Absolutely.
especially for our community because our
Absolutely.
schools aren't equal. So we don't have the same books. We don't have the same type of teachers. So how can we have to take the same test?
Absolutely.
Moving away from that,
That's another,
which is its own. Those are the things that we need to be worried about instead of taking out cell phones, by the way,
absolutely.
in my opinion. So, but other stats and other tests say that there's not a big jump,
Mhm.
but they got just enough
Mm.
to be able to implement it, right? I do think that people want cell phone is a double-edged sword, right?
Right.
Yes, it can come with a lot of bad, but it also can come with a lot of good. And the fact that we can protect ourselves now by putting people on camera,
Yep.
they don't want that.
Right.
So
Right. I mean, I get it. I mean, I feel the same way, with my kids. I'm glad they have a phone because I can track them. I know where they at all
Mhm.
times.
mhm.
Yep.
You like say even my grown kids, I still have them on the tracker. I
Yep.
still know where they at. So I mean, we have become accustomed to cell phones.
Yep.
You know, it's like everybody has their own
It's a part
private
of
number.
everybody's lives.
And it's like,
AI,
you know,
Yep.
you have to
it's a
have it.
new movement.
That's right.
And these kids, they raised off. That's all they
That's
know.
right.
Yeah,
These are technical kids.
they are the AI generation.
Right. So it's
right?
like you
Exactly.
give them something,
and then
Mhm.
take
now
it
you're
away.
Then wanna
taking
take
it
it
back,
away.
and then you think it's not going to be a reaction of
Yeah.
some sort from them, some type
That's
of
right.
you know reaction. And I don't understand that whole process. I think it's deeper than what EJ is saying. I think it's a whole lot where they trying to really have these kids act out
Mm,
to where they can fill these prisons that they're
Mm.
trying to
mm,
build with these kids, because they
Mm.
actually really training these kids to go to prison. Schools, a lot of schools are ran just like a prison, really.
right.
So it's
Yeah.
like you're not training kids to go into the college. In college,
Mhm.
you know, you training them actually to go into the workforce
Right.
or either go to prison.
Yep.
That's the curriculum.
Yep.
So why not take something that you know that they live off of, which they was pretty much raised off of? You know, little babies know how to work tabs.
Sure
Right.
do.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? And now you take that away from them. You think they're not going to react some kind of
Right.
way? They just
That's
going to be
right.
like, oh, okay, these are
Right.
new rules and we good with that.
Right.
So I think it's more of a setup than actually trying to help them.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? In the long run. So I see stuff in a whole nother way.
A whole no-
Because I
It's
see
crazy though that you say that they're running the schools and raising them as if they're already, you know, in
Right.
prison. It's crazy because when we went live, I don't know if you remember, I mentioned that how most of the schools now they put the metal detectors at the doorway when you walk in. It's
Yep.
Right. And
Yeah.
then they come up with
crazy.
they come up with an excuse to say, look at the school shooting. You think they can't stop that? You think if you
They absolutely.
you
can
think they
stop it.
can't stop school shootings?
I now they can't control the child.
You think they can't?
I think that they could be better prepared, but and I hate to think this way,
Mm.
but from the way I view things, shit happens. It's just like parenting your child. Imagine pouring everything, or in your mind, you pour everything, do everything you can imagine to set them up for success when they fly out the nest, so to speak, right?
Correct.
But shit happens.
Right.
Even on the back end, you did in your mind, you did everything that you knew to do to set them up for success. But when they get out in that world, they're their own individual people, and shit happens.
A lot
Right.
of times.
They're
Right.
gonna do
Shit
what they
happens.
want to do. You can't control
So
them once they
something-
leave you.
Right. So
Yeah.
something just might fall under, you know what I mean?
Okay, look
the
at
radar.
and I know one of y'all get your phones out and just research other countries and their issues and how many mass shootings do these other countries have.
But wait a minute now.
I'm
Let's not
trying
forget,
we're trying to do
because
the, you know, we're
Since
trying
we're
to
going to
get to
speak
the
on
meat.
other countries also raise their children to be suicide bombers.
Okay. I mean, they don't raise them, that's their religious beliefs. I
Still
mean,
raising
okay,
them,
that's their religion though. What we're
but they
talking
still
about,
brought them up like that.
okay, religion and society is two different things, right?
The result is the same.
Not necessarily, because if you religiously believe something, you bring your spiritual power in the play of it. Society is more of an influence to what you accustomed to, what you see. Okay, just like you said earlier, you can raise your kids. A lot of people raise their kids up in church, and these kids grow up to be some of the worst kids in society.
You know, they say
Mhm.
the preacher's kids are the worst
They
ones,
sure do.
right?
They
Hey,
sure do.
hey, hey, y'all.
Uh-oh.
So-
Hey, y'all, chill, chill.
Uh-oh.
But no
hell
shots out here
nah.
today.
Hey,
Now
no
you a
shot,
preacher's
no shot.
kid.
Yes, I'm a PK.
Yeah, he PK. I mean,
Oh, you
I,
think that make it cooler because you call it PK?
Yeah,
Stop
yeah, I'm
it. You're a
PK.
preacher's kid.
Yes.
but you know,
That explains it.
what I'm saying though,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? So I think I think where this country here with the CIA being as nosy as they are
Mhm.
able to stop a lot of stuff that they really want. They really can't stop till before it happens.
Right.
Oh,
They really can.
And you know
You see what I'm
what?
saying? Because
Even with-
all these things are planned and plotted out. You
They
just don't
are.
wake up and say, I'm going to shoot school up. It's planned, you know, and every one of them you can see where they purchase guns. Big,
I was
why
just
did you
about to
want
say
buy an AR rifle? What
was
do
just about to
a
say that.
regular person need with a war style rifle?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm not sure how true this is, but a few years back, I remember hearing that if you're 16 years old, you can walk into Walmart. Was it Walmart and purchase
Talking about the shotgun.
A shotgun?
I don't think it's 16, but it's I think it's a BB gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a BB gun. But it's no gun laws. It's really like the gun laws are very loose.
Mm.
Yeah, they're trying to do
Right.
away with
So
them anyway.
that's why I was like, just do the research on other countries
Mhm.
and how they do their gun laws and see the difference between United States and other countries' mass school shootings.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm
Absolutely, yeah,
saying?
I get it.
So you can stop this if you have stricter gun laws. Not saying take away no one gun. That's what the radical right like to say,
exactly.
that the left is trying to take away gun rights. It's like,
Right.
no, it's like they're saying, let's have common sense gun laws.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You don't sell a gun in a gun store, in a gun show to someone that you don't run a background check on.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So you got a nutcase and come in there and buy
Right.
arsenal of guns
Right.
and nobody checks him out. So
Right.
it's like, okay, you can really stop. It's like you think they can stop the drug flow in this traffic in this country.
Stop what they started.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly. You already answered the question.
Right. You know, I'm a conspiracy
Right, you
theorist, so
already
don't
answered the
get me
question.
started.
So it's like they can stop a lot of this, but they do this to make it look like
right.
that they're trying to do a job that they really started. It's like I started a fire and then here I come around the corner with the
To
fire truck.
save the
to put it out.
everything
Yep.
is a freaking illusion.
Right.
I did that before, by the way.
Did you?
I
Right.
started the fire.
PK.
I started the fire, and then I helped put it out.
Oh,
I'm past the statute of limitations,
oh,
but
you were
okay,
trying.
right.
You were
passed
helping.
that
Oh my
statute of
God.
limitations.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
yeah.
You were helping like you just seen it. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Y'all know over there about Everything Musical?
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah, there's a
make it
school
roll.
called Britt David. Yeah.
Yeah.
All that used
Oh,
to be
that
a
way.
wooded area.
Mm-mm.
Used to be.
What you
Okay.
started with? Since I mean, you already
It was
told me.
firecrackers and
Oh, it's dry.
it was some dry grass and everything like that. We was real young.
Oh my God.
And like to
Bad
see stuff
decision.
burn.
Yeah.
And
bad
then
decision.
That was it.
just looking at it, and then it got too big. And yeah.
Let's put it out. Call the fire department.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Somebody
so-
called the fire
Scary.
department.
We helped Columbus rezone very easily. Then they ain't have no excuses. They ain't have to knock over no good trees. They was all burned up.
They were already gone.
It's just like
Right.
what's up, Miss Nisi? That's just like sometimes I watch Dateline, right? And,
Okay.
they talk about how men kill their wives
Whoa, where
Yeah,
we
they
going
go-
with this? Whoa.
and they go missing, right?
Yeah.
And the nigga who killed them be out there with the people
Oh, yeah.
looking,
Yeah. Looking for them. Yep.
actively really looking and making
Mhm.
statements to the press as if they have no clue. And then when they come back around, come to
Mhm.
find out it was him all along.
Right.
Trying
And
to throw them off the scent. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we gonna look way over here.
Mhm. Mhm.
We gonna look
Right.
over here though.
Yep.
Yeah.
They throw other people names in, like, well, she was talking to this dude on the phone.
Right.
I've been watching her. She been cheating. And they start putting them on to other people, and they have to go through investigations for
Right.
those people too. So
It's just like
Yeah.
boy.
Buying time. They be
Yeah.
buying time.
yeah, that's it.
I
More
wouldn't know
time to
nothing
clean up
about this.
behind theyself.
I wouldn't know nothing about
I
it.
wouldn't be shocked if you did.
Not at all.
Oh, Jesus.
I love my life.
Oh,
And,
my God.
I don't want to be in jail.
I know that's right.
Okay.
I'm good. Or
I
prison.
play about a lot of
But
things,
it's just
but
like
my freedom is not one.
Trump do.
That's right.
It's just like what Trump do.
Hmm.
It's what he doing now.
Yeah.
You know,
You mean y'all president?
not mine's. No, I said, no,
not
Mm.
say yours.
no, no. He's not
Mm.
my guy. But that's what
But
he's
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
He's really exposing. It's crazy how he doing it though, because he's using a government system
Mhm.
that he know was flawed. And he using it to his advantage. And now that he's getting it, he's revenging on their ass. Like,
Yep.
I'm
Because
gonna make
listen.
sure that this fucked up system don't allow another fucked up person like me
Mm.
In this,
to come in it.
I'm so freaking glad you said that way, because let me tell you something. There's a couple of things you can't talk about in public, and that's politics and religion.
We talk about it here. baby.
Somebody will
Yeah, we
get
do.
pissed off.
Yeah,
Okay.
we talk about it.
But
with
I'm
him.
so glad you said it that way, because I always tell people it's not that I'm just go Trump, go Trump. I give respect where respect is due, because everybody love to say he don't care about the people, but he don't care about them either.
Mm-mm.
He don't care about them either. All he care about is himself.
That's it.
So if the situation benefits him and nuggets get dropped, so to speak, whether it be for the minority or the rich, they get dropped. But he don't care whether it's for the minority. Everybody love to say he racist. I don't think he's racist at all. Only he just care about himself.
Okay, so what is your definition of racist?
Oh man,
Because that makes a difference. If you don't feel
I,
the racist,
well, let me say, I don't think he's racist against. I don't think he's racist. I think he's discriminative. If that is that how you say it? Like he discriminate against certain. I don't think he's racist against color, because quiet is kept. You know, a lot of, and this go back to the olden days, and I ain't trying to be funny, and I hope this don't get shit flagged, but even back in the older days, they love them some black women. They love them. Them white men love black women. Do you hear me? You can go home with Bessie Lou and marry them and raise your kids and, you know, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But you sneak out Tuesday and Thursday night over to Anime House. You know why? Because we hit a little different.
well, I can say that
You don't think Trump being with a
I'ma
black
say-
woman?
That
I'ma
just
say what-
touched on
what Frankie out with her podcast.
interracial relationships.
Two
that
things
just
can
get
be true.
for him.
Two things can be true.
Okay, so what two things are true?
Okay.
Would you, nigga?
It's an
Nigga.
inside joke on this podcast. You know? Whenever I hear something crazy,
It is.
whatever I do,
It is.
Okay.
I take a sip.
Okay. It's like, I guess it's like when the
We
preachers
got
say
some
say
comment.
out.
We do got some comment. I don't know if that's a legit comment or something.
It's
Nah, it
not.
ain't- it
It's
ain't.
not.
But okay. When you say they love them some black women, they sneak out marriage. That's just sex.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's not you consider love. That's lust. Okay.
Okay.
So
Lust
okay.
ain't racist.
Well, I get what you're saying, but racism is more of a systematically oppression. That when you have the ability to oppress others in a system that you've created,
Mm-hmm.
Trump is all of that.
You don't think he will oppress the rich people
No,
when it's in his ability?
no,
He benefits from having rich people
Right.
around him
Because he benefit. But given the opportunity,
Mhm.
if it was a benefit for him solely, he would oppress the shit out of them because he don't give a care about nobody but his.
I give
and
you
when
that.
I say
Yeah.
that, he don't give a damn if he had to oppress his wife.
Right.
He don't give a damn if
Right.
he had to oppress his autistic son. Not trying to.
which
be
one
funny.
autistic?
Yeah, I'm sure he got all three, all of them. It's really all of them. If you really think about it, and you go back to
Which
the
one? Which one?
I don't know.
All
I
of
don't
them.
know. I don't
Go ahead,
know.
say it.
I don't know. I
Baron.
don't know.
She talking about Barron.
Yeah.
She talking about Barron.
The little boy.
Yeah, well,
He ain't little.
he ain't little no more.
I mean, well,
6'9".
he's the youngest.
he's the youngest child.
right?
Yeah.
What you? I agree with you.
Yeah.
Everything,
Yeah.
but it still does not make him not racist.
Racist. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll
All
take
of that is true. That's why I say two things can be true. In your case, 4 or 5 things can be true. All of that is true. He is very racist, and he is all of that. And he is very self-centered because he's
Mhm.
always gloating himself. He's always
Mhm.
Yeah.
talking about everything he does and touches is the best and the best and the best. So, you know, a person like that, self-centered,
Mhm.
of course, they're going to edify themselves. They're going to exalt themselves. They are very self-centered. But it still does not take away of the fact that this guy is racist.
Yeah. Okay. I
Now,
can
he
take
may
that.
not be a bigot.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? To where he's just hateful in his. Now, his followers are bigots.
Mm.
They hate black people, Mexicans,
Mhm.
anybody that does not look like them, as well as anybody who does not think like them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're bigots. So it's different between racism, bigotry, and prejudice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's one of the things I had with my child when she was in school. She had an issue about saying black people can't be racist, and the teacher was like, "That's a lie because people
Right.
racism, the definition of
And my
racism
uncle
is
is
what it is.
definitely racist. He will tell you
He
quick,
can't
don't
be.
put that. What?
Black people cannot be racist.
Bullshit. My uncle will tell you quick, don't put that white man sauce on my meat
He's prejudiced.
when he's barbecuing.
That's
All right,
prejudice.
let me jump in right
That's
now. Right now,
prejudice.
what y'all are arguing is what he's arguing is that because I literally just had this conversation yesterday with my oldest daughter, and why I wanted to do the interracial conversation.
Mhm.
What Jimmy is arguing is that racism, the definition that is normally used, is not the definition that we should use. He's saying that racism involves systematic oppression, right? In order, you have to be able to affect the daily life of somebody
Okay.
to be racist.
I get what you're saying.
right? Your definition tends to
It's
be
against
more
What's
of
up,
prejudice,
Yeah.
where you don't
Prejudice.
like
You're right.
somebody or whatever, but
Based off.
you can't affect them. So I tend to lean with what Jimmy is saying.
Sky tripping, man.
What happened? Oh, EJ got that fitted shirt on trying to flex.
Miss you, Sky.
I
Miss her.
couldn't help but see it when I looked.
Get
I
his
was
ass
like,
together.
"God."
It done got him quiet over there. He went on
Right.
straight pause.
Get him together. Came keep sweat ready.
Yeah.
First off,
Not
I'm-
Keith Sweat.
I'm eating
Look,
now,
Sky,
so I done gained a few
sweat-
pounds back. So
Look,
come on,
Sky,
that's
he's
what-
smelling good.
Eating now.
He's smelling good and everything. He
Right,
came
he
up
look
in here.
nice.
Look, let me tell
yo,
you
can we
something.
get back to the conversation? Yeah.
Scotty came in, throw the squirrel.
Right.
Throw the squirrel in there.
Nah, nigga, your stomach hurting shit. So go take a shit,
Go
go.
handle that. Go handle that.
Go take a shit.
Go handle that right there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Look, don't listen to him, Sky.
it's your
Don't listen to him.
constipated ass. But I feel you.
Don't do it like
But that's what we're talking about, like the differences. So, and that was what my argument is to my daughter, because you know these new age people, they haven't experienced anything, and you know I put them in a predominantly white school, so you know they don't really see all of the issues and stuff
Right.
like that. And so when it come to dating, and they're more receptive to people of other colors and things like
I
that.
get it. I
And I'm
get it.
trying to have this conversation with them, and they double teaming me like, well, this ain't and and you know, we can all be racist and we can man, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
We can't.
I'm not even playing with you on that. Like I get it.
Can I buzz in?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's talk about it. So you say you put her or them in a predominantly white
Yeah.
school.
Yep.
PWI.
Because I just got through talking about I'm talking about high school. I put them in there because the test for Columbus High School here
Okay.
is like 70% white, 20% black, and then 10 with the other ones or whatever. So I say the wrong thing and get canceled.
So they haven't always gone to predominantly white schools.
No, it's high school.
Okay.
You think about the one that I said. When you say it right, when you say artistic, I'm like, which one? Let's go ahead and say it. which
Right.
one.
Hey man, shout out to the Kimby, man. He follows the hot seat and other stuff, and he's following here now and everything. Appreciate you. You've been a fan since like day one, man, and you've been need to get you here in the area. You can come on the show, brother, because we appreciate
Wait a minute. What if the village is retarded? What village? And who retarded?
it's the truth.
The Trump.
Trump
village.
Village.
Trump Village.
Oh, well, yeah.
The Trump
That's, yeah, that's what he's talking about.
They actually brilliant. They're geniuses.
You as an autistic person,
I can agree.
your
with that.
your intelligence is not
The
necessarily
evil
the
world.
issue. Exactly. You can be
Yeah.
a savant, highly skilled in certain areas. Normally it's social cues, it's other things that are the
Mhm.
issue with autism in general. It's
Mhm.
not a raw intelligence thing, but
Right.
my son is
You could be
autistic, so
intelligent and be on the spectrum
It-
and
Mhm.
Pretty much like what they call a real smart person.
admit it. I just want you to say it out loud. You can be
real smart-
intelligent
besides
and
a
be on the
genius?
spectrum, right?
Genius is a genius or another word for it. Ain't it?
So-
Anyway,
savant, that's what they say on there, with autism in particular. So but yeah, she was asked on our show, is she autistic?
I didn't say all
And
that.
that's why.
I did
That's why
not
she
say
brought,
all that.
That's why she brought that up. You looked at me, you threw me the ball.
I
I'm gonna
just
dunk.
because you were heading down that avenue that you could be intelligent and be on the spectrum, and I wanted you to say that out loud because last time you disagreed.
I didn't say that.
Okay, so admit it. You can be intelligent and be on the freaking spectrum.
Yes, you can.
Right. Thank you. Move
I
along.
never said
They don't
that
need a
at all.
backstory.
I never said that. So I don't know where she's coming from. She's misremembering something.
Oh my
She just made
I
up
was
something.
triggered.
So
oh my God.
Deck McCall, what do you mean by we all have some prejudice in us? What's the
Prejudice.
Prejudice.
Yeah,
Prejudice,
that's what we
okay.
say.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
I think so.
Yeah, I
Cool.
agree.
Yeah.
there's things we like, we don't like. Cool. That's
But prejudice
fine.
and racism is different though. It's not the same.
And shout out to Deck. He's a radio personality on Foxy 105.
Scott says she on the spectrum.
Cool. we been new. Scott, we been new.
Oh,
Part of
man.
being a unicorn. I like it. I'm
Yeah.
in her village.
Yeah.
Well, but you were saying something.
Yeah, man. All right.
Make a
So
point.
my kids, my two daughters, I've been talking to them, and we had the conversation about interracial dating.
Okay.
And especially my oldest, is like she got this Korean Chinese bug or whatever that's just that's her flavor. You know what I'm saying? That's what gets her there. You know what I'm saying? She see one of them. Don't let them have a little bit of hood in them. And it's just like
swag.
And I'm like, oh, so you mean they're appropriating our culture, and so you like that because they got a little bit of the blackness, but they just not black.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
So I put them in predominantly white schools and spaces where they have access to other cultures and things like that. Okay, cool. High school and middle school. I'm paying for that now. Okay. You know, they had the high GPAs, they were high earners, you know, top 10 in their classes, stuff like that. But now it's like they don't have an appreciation for our culture. And they don't have an appreciation to me with black men in particular and how hard I've had to work to make sure that they've had everything that they needed to have. And I feel some kind of way about it. I really do. And my main argument was this. When you're in an interracial relationship, it's not your partner that is the main issue. It's your partner's family and the generation before. Them 2 generations before them are what you have to worry about. It's grandma and his mother. That's the issue. Shout out to Matthew Collins. What's up with you, Playboy? Listen, I understand people date people of all different colors. You can get married, love who you love, cool. But know what comes with that. And I do believe that I would rather have you with our color. I would rather keep our culture, even though if you don't feel we have it or not, Jimmy, I get it. But you know what I'm saying? I want you to bring somebody black home, man. And I'm tired of pretending because white people are allowed to be mediocre in our spaces. And I'm tired of telling them, hey, you can come to the cookout. I'm tired of them being able to, they can dance a little bit. Justin Timberlake, oh, he involved. He in the cookout. Right. I'm tired of them getting credit for being the best of the goats of things. Chuck Berry should be the king of rock and roll, but yet we give it to Elvis. I'm tired of people like Eminem being brought up when in top 5 spaces and goats of all times when we have so many other people of our ilk that should be in those spaces of GOAT status. Our Pacs, our Biggies, our Jay-Z's, are this, but then Eminem was rapping for 5 years and already he's a GOAT. When he started off talking about stick 9-inch nails in each one of my eyelids, and that was just, oh my God. He talking about pillaging and graping women and stuff coming out, but he's our GOAT.
Yeah, so
I'm sick. I'm sick of, they wasn't talking about graping. He was literally yes, that makes it better. He wasn't talking about graping. You have talk about having sex, that's fine. That's consent. But Eminem was talking about graping people or him, I'm gonna destroy her and beat her up and do all this stuff in his first couple of CDs. But this is what we do. We put them when they're okay, they get to be GOATs. We move them up a ladder or 2 ladders for everything. Old buddy around the street can be a bum, but because he got a fade and look halfway decent, he the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, but I feel like we do that in the black culture too, because there's some artists out there that I feel like is bullshit.
We should do that for our own people though. If we're gonna hype anybody, we need to hype our own selves.
Nobody, I give credit where credit is due. Pay your motherfucking dues.
They don't do that though. And that's the problem. We keep giving people passes. We keep allowing people to come into our spaces, but we give too much grace to other people. They don't give us those same grace.
That's because
for us to get into their space, we have to be great. For us to get into their space, for them to get in our space, we have to be okay.
For us to get in their space, we have to be a puppet.
Okay.
We have to be a puppet. I don't think they give a damn about how great we are at anything. Yeah, that's a bonus, but you can be freaking amazing at something. And if you're not able to be controlled under their thumb, they will send your ass right back out the door.
You got a damn hell of a point.
They will send your ass out the door.
But both of y'all are right.
If
both of y'all are right. Yeah.
They don't care. You could be amazing at something, but they fear anything about us that they cannot control.
You right.
Okay.
So you can max out and be the greatest freaking football. Oh, prime example. Diddy mastermind everything, all his talents that he could use to bring up people and bring people into this industry, and many doors as he could open, because he has a business mind. He's the Black Trump. You know what I'm saying? He has a business mind. But once he got to a certain level, what's happening to Diddy right now, Diddy will still be out doing what Diddy do if he want to piss off whoever he pissed off. Who he pissed off, don't know, don't care. I'm glad he pissed him off because I was sick of his shit.
It started with Ciroc, but got you.
Whoever he pissed off, right?
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? But the best thing that they loved about Diddy, that they let him carry on like the Joker for so long. Remember, he wore the Joker costume. They let him carry on like the Joker for so long because he was their puppet. He was the face of their country, whatever it is, the sex ring, you know, whatever. Allegedly, let me say allegedly, but he was the face of what they used his face. The reason they let Diddy get so big in the industry, the reason that let Jay-Z make one wrong move, his ass to be looking just like Diddy.
Well, he's controlled now too, but
And that's what I'm telling you.
That's not
But-
gonna
Let
happen.
him
But my
piss
point-
somebody off, and they will do him just like. Look at R. Kelly. Look at Bill Cosby. Some of the greats for our culture. Am I right or am I wrong? But you
Nothing
pissed
wrong
off
with that.
the puppet master, and the puppet master had and let's be very clear. And you know how I feel about R. Kelly. We had this on show. Let's be very clear. The man is a fucking musical genius.
To McKelly.
Yes,
Yes.
he is a musical genius.
I'm
The
sorry. I
he
still
is one
play
of
his
the.
music.
So
Thank
do I.
you.
Whatever.
I still play.
Thank you. I still play his music. He's a musical genius, but he pissed off the puppet master. And the puppet master had to remind him that you're still a nigga.
okay, so all that sound real good. Get that. I get it. That's good. But it still does not answer the part that what we have to do is we still allow them in our spaces too quickly, right? So
I agree with
We're
that.
absolutely
we
too
allow
nice.
them
We're
to
too
be
nice.
We're too
mediocre.
acceptable.
We're
We're
too
more
acceptable
acceptable
for
in
them.
our culture,
We
but
are.
that's how our
We have to
spirits
love
are. That's who we
ourselves.
are as a people.
We have to love ourselves and we have to respect our own things that we have. And maybe for the ones that feel we don't have culture, we can't have it because we keep allowing them in and allowing them to assimilate it and allowing them to bring their stuff in. Again, Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
like that little hunk.
Yeah.
What happened to him? They thought he gone.
I'm just saying he was okay.
throwing him out.
But yeah, they tried to make it seem like he was the greatest thing since sliced bread when he came in doing. He's supposed to be the next Michael Jackson and shit. Nowhere
Oh,
near,
hell
nowhere
no.
near Mike
That
Jackson.
belongs to Chris Brown.
They were saying that.
Yeah,
They were plenty of people were saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Mike?
In Justin's heyday after he left from NSYNC and did the Cry Me a River and all that type of stuff and all that, they was calling him he the next king of pop. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you serious?
That we're saying that with him, and he was a crossover artist that could come over. And when you say crossover, that means that you can have
Both.
yeah.
both sides of the
side,
spectrum.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can come over here and we accept you, but they don't allow us to do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't allow us to do that for the most part. And if you do,
Snoop.
or if you are like that, you have to be. But again,
Beyonce.
Snoop is a great though. Snoop has
Is
been a
he?
great for the longest.
Is he?
His catalog is ridiculous.
I like
You know
her.
what I'm saying? It's dope.
Um,
Yeah.
Like her.
You might not like his style or whatever, but West Coast bringing that into premonition and into the forefront, stuff like that. You had him, Cube, all them
I
guys
love
back
Cube.
then. You know what I'm saying?
Somehow Snoop's spirit don't sit right with me.
All right, that's
Come
a
on
spirit.
with it.
That's a
Come on
spirituality
with it.
thing, man. I ain't talking about that. But as far as
I want to hear what you
numbers,
got to say when you're done.
as
Why?
far,
Because you agree. That's why.
I'm right there with you.
as
Yeah, I
far
know.
as far as numbers, as far as what he meant to the community in that point, he's one of our
Whose
great.
community?
He has to be
Who?
the black
Snoop.
community in general at first, and
What
then
he
he
meant
crossed
down
over.
there?
You talking about Snoop?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? He did a lot for the for West Coast culture and things like that, and bringing that to the forefront.
Oh,
in
I'm
his
from
heyday?
down south.
Understood. Cool. But again, now he has everyday appeal for everybody because he crossed over into those realms with Martha Stewart and
He
those
did.
type of things.
Oh,
Everybody knows
true.
Uncle
talking
Snoop
about
now.
Martha. Oh,
That's true.
Yeah, everybody knows. But
Yeah.
again, my main point is that we allow them in too much. But when we cross over, we got to be great. When they cross over, they can be okay. Look at the names that I can say for them when they cross over. They ain't all that. They okay. You got somebody like we letting people like what's the dude that
Migos.
they're not really true crossover.
Oh,
I'm talking about like the white boys and stuff like Macklemore and stuff like that, winning the Grammys and all that type of stuff. And let's just don't talk about music.
Chris Stapleton.
Even actors. We have black actors that should have gotten way farther ahead than what they do. Yes, we get a Denzel every now and then. They'll give us a Michael B. Jordan every now and then. But you can name a list of, if you name the list of most Grammys won and all that, all the awards and all that are given, most of them are white guys or people like Al Pacino and those type of guys that got a little bit of whatever they got.
Al Pacino's
You know
not
what I'm saying?
white though, is he?
That got a little bit of
still
other
part
stuff.
of the
mixed
European
field.
tribe,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Still part of the European tribe.
Oh,
So
okay. I thought
they
Yeah.
get all the awards, they get all the stuff. We will accept them as greats before they will accept us as great. They started the chain about how Denzel is an overrated actor.
what?
But do we say that Al Pacino and those guys do the same role all the time too? But we don't say nothing about that. But when
Well,
Denzel
first of
played
all,
the similar
Denzel
character,
don't play the same role. That he is multi-talented. He could play a nerd. He could play a genius. He could play an action figure.
I'm gonna
if he
tell you the
wanted.
same thing you told me about Snoop. You should.
I don't want y'all to get too far away from the culture thing
should
and
about
the
it.
Snoop thing.
But go ahead.
Don't,
Speak your mind,
You
because
kinda
you
stick-
hold it
to
in.
kind of keep it in that
Yeah.
realm right there, because that's something that we really need to get into.
Uh-huh.
The culture thing.
Go ahead.
Okay. Now I made a statement a while ago about I don't feel we have a culture. And I probably misrepresented that statement in saying that we don't. What I should have said that the culture we have is self-destructive.
It is.
Understood.
So that's what I felt like we don't have one, but the one we have is definitely not edifying us as black people.
You know why?
It's a lot what EJ said. You know what I'm saying? What he's saying, I agree with him 100% about we allow everybody in before we unify with each other. We got everybody in, and all it takes is one. You know what I'm saying? Just one bad apple. Now they say one monkey don't stop no show, but he can fuck one up. You know what I'm saying? He definitely come in there and just disrupt and divide us up. And we allow the ones in that actually come in and divide us and keeps us divided. And I think that the culture that we have adapted was not something that we created. It was something that was given to us and we just accepted it.
That's what I was waiting on.
You see what I'm saying? It was
We were
just
programmed
accepted
that
it.
way.
Right. We was
They
programmed.
input that into our culture. We are some creative people.
Right.
We are a unique people. And so that scares them. Because let's not forget, their favorite president loves to say that the country was built on our backs. You know what I'm saying?
But don't give us shit.
But
in
don't give us
return.
shit.
Right.
You feel me? But you love to acknowledge that, yeah, we use them niggas to build this country so we can live good. You know what I mean?
Right. That's exactly
But
how he really saying it.
That's really what it,
Right.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. So, like, yeah, they input that into our culture as a distraction.
What's
It's
up,
all
Lil
about
Jazz?
perception. It's the illusion of, okay, they think they got something good, right? So if we let them get too far out with what they do is they reward us for ratchet. They reward us and put us on pedestals for being ghetto, for being hood. They'll give us multi-million-dollar contracts and sponsor deals and all these wonderful things because
To a select few.
to-
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And then
not a select few, to as many as can be controlled as possible.
Mm.
Because you have a lot of artists that come along. Hello, Carrie Hilson.
well,
I love her. You have a lot of artists that come along and they refuse to be bought. Tupac said, I could still look in the mirror and see my
That's
soul.
why he ain't gone. That's why he gone.
He was right at the cliff, though.
And who was sitting next to him?
He was right at the cliff, though.
That was quiet as kept when Pop was exposing. That's why I want not to get too far away from the
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop thing.
And looking like a
And who was
complete
next to
fucking
Biggie?
idiot. Diddy. And who was behind the scenes of both of them niggas?
Snoop.
Suge.
But Snoop though. Snoop should got his
But Suge was
Suge
behind.
stepped out the
Suge
box.
didn't want to. He didn't want to be in the light
Right.
because he knew he was a dirty gangster.
Right. Suge
So
was
he stayed
real
behind
right.
the scene, but he was behind Diddy and he was
Right.
the mastermind of it all, for real, for real. But guess what? Even over all of that, one of them cut a deal with the puppet
But they
master. I'm gonna
it
call
the
him.
deep state.
You feel me? With the puppet master, and okay, they get a big payoff if they move these pieces around and make it do this. You know what I mean, or whatever. And then guess what? They make a sacrifice. It's blood money.
so that came from the Harlem Renaissance. They saw during the Harlem Renaissance how we had our own section, and it was positive culture. It was the same music. Well, not same, but it was music. It was art. It was poetry. It was all of the creative spaces that you were talking about.
Right.
But they couldn't control it, and it was positive. It was
That's what I'm
Langston
saying.
Hughes, you know what I'm saying, coming in. It was Zora Neale Houston. It was all these people that gave us how to be better. Yes, it's sad stuff going on, but we can get through it. They were preaching positivity, living through your pain, but moving out of it eventually. That's what
you moved out.
And then when they saw that, we gonna get them niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna get them niggas because them niggas is making shit move. It's a whole movement that changed society, all of the states in general.
Okay, with what you said,
And that goes into why they started doing and moving the way.
I don't want people to miss this. So what you said that they said them niggas making shit move. You know why? I need us as a people to understand that the creativity, the spirit of the creativity of what we are, the uniqueness of what we are is what move mountains for us. That's what move whatever that gift is for you, whether you're a poet, and I don't count gifts as just creative arts, like, you know, someone being strong and being able to move things or lift things or build things, that is a unique gift because everybody can't do that.
Right.
Someone being able to sew something and come up with this idea, that is a unique gift. Everybody cannot do that. Someone being able to paint, someone being able to go out there and say, I see this yard being designed this way. Whether you be a landscaper, to someone else, that's just, hey, that nigga cutting the grass. No, that's his art.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's what builds us. And if you come together with all these different talents and unique gifts and nigga, we build our own country.
It's unstoppable.
It's unstoppable. And they know that. And so that's why they go, hold up, wait a minute.
We was talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
And I like to refer to the civil rights movement. And I think that the civil rights movement was the worst thing could have ever happened to us as Black people.
Because the wrong people were put in charge and took it a different way. They worried about assimilation more than actually taking ourselves and being better ourselves. It was about, again, let's make ourselves more palatable to them, which is the dichotomy where Martin started, right? And that's why one of his last speeches was, he said, I fear that I led my people into a burning building, right? Because he saw that they were never going to accept us. And then Malcolm started way on the other side. Fuck whitey. I don't give a damn.
He was telling you to accept yourself, accept your own people.
But you came a little bit more toward the middle on his way up out of there because he knew he was getting ready to leave. Yeah. So, you know, I think they met at a great spot where we should have been, but it was too late.
I mean, a lot of what you said, you know, how we have so many different talents and gifts that we can actually come together and build a nation that's unstoppable. And the fact that they will never allow that because they understand our gifts. They really understand where we come from and who we really are.
Not gonna allow it to happen.
So
we already tried it.
We
already tried it. We know what happens. They're gonna burn it to the ground.
But everything everyone's saying, we all saying things that are so many different factors that factor into our problem. And we all seem like, you know what I'm saying, both of y'all argument was right. Everything both of y'all was saying was, I agree with both of you guys. Like EJ said, we just let people in the moment we, you know, and that's what Martin Luther King
did. Stop fucking the white niggas. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Them crackers. Stop getting that white penis and stop getting that white coochie. Leave them alone.
Snow bunny.
Leave them alone. Stop skiing in the snow.
What old boy said in the Muhammad Ali film, Jamie Foxx, he said, I can start eating that pork, but the white women.
And he also promised, sisters, I'm back home and I'm gonna leave them white women alone. And look at him now.
So he couldn't do it.
And you know what? And hey, I love y'all. Y'all know I do. But that's how y'all do.
Y'all, them.
Okay, them. Yeah. That's how they do.
I've never.
I said them.
Relationship with a white
them. That's how they do. You see how, like you said, you watched his Netflix thing, right? Yeah. He acknowledged that when he got down and out, and he was in the hospital.
It
All
was
the
his
white
sister.
women that he messed with, you know what I mean, vanished. And he say sisters came through for a nigga, like y'all always do. That's why I'ma leave them white women alone. That's what he's saying. And look at his ass now. Now that you are better and a sister done nurtured you and comforted you
He back.
and you're back. You feel me? Back to life. A sister spoke life back into you.
I
A
think
sister-
one thing about what, not mean to cut you off, but white people are like, they are masters of manipulation.
Yeah.
That is their gift. They can manipulate any situation
Absolutely.
to pretty much give them the outcome they want.
That's a woman
Or is it
period.
just that
That's
the
a
men
woman
want-
period, and it's just that's the forbidden fruit. The niggas
Okay,
want to
that's what I
go
was about to
and,
say.
and touch some shit that they know
That's
they don't
what I
need
was
to
gonna
touch.
say.
I can't. I
Is
can't.
it that, or
I
is
beg
it
the
just that
difference.
men are so used to for so long? They've been saying nigga can't even look at you niggas can't even look at, you know what I'm saying, a white woman, that now you wish a motherfucker nigga can't tell me nothing. It's just like Malcolm X. Let's not forget he was indulging in the white women too for a
Before.
minute. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's like EJ said, it was the forbidden fruit. It was something that they told you couldn't have, and now they couldn't tell you that no more. So now you do it as a point to prove it's an ego thing. But I wanted to say this earlier before I forget. So, like, you know, the Council of Nicaea, right? All the bishops and prime ministers and all of them that come together, blah, blah, blah. Okay, do you know what they say the biggest fear is? It's for the people of North America to realize who they are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
That's
Yeah,
their biggest
I believe
fear.
that. I believe
For
that.
the people, not all black people, not African people, not whatever, but the people of North America to realize who they are.
One of the reasons I'm not gonna do that because that'll get us product flag. But
Okay, well, I'm
Lord.
gonna let
Okay.
fall back. I told you,
yeah, there's certain stuff when you get into
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right.
They go to being like,
forget.
And we'll
Yeah.
talk about that off of the air, but
Yeah.
you're right.
yeah.
Well, and when I think about that, and you're talking about just dipping into that side of it, when we think about a lot of these celebrities that come up, you know, for the most part, they're raised by black parents,
Mhm,
mother and or father or both, whatever. And once they make it big,
mhm.
they choose to. They may even be with a black woman. The black woman that was there for them during high school when they were growing up, that was like, you know, high school sweetheart. They get married, whatever. But when they divorce that woman, who do they go to?
Hello.
A lot of them go to the white woman. And for me, I'm thinking my mindset is you feel like you made it. Like you don't feel like you made it unless you okay, now I got this white woman. Now I'm really up at the top. Not only am I good at this, good at that, good at this.
I don't even
But
think they
Could y'all
I
give?
feel like-
Could y'all give one example of a rich black man having a black woman, divorcing her, and going to a white woman?
Michael
mean-
Jordan.
Who?
Michael Jordan.
She's not white though.
That's
The
what I was
second,
gonna say.
the second lady he married was white.
She's not white. She's like Italian or something.
Okay, because that's what I was
Mexican or
going to say. I was going to say, I'm
She
not
white
even going to
to me.
necessarily say that they're
Yeah, she's
white.
she's white.
You know what I think they do? I think that and it's just my opinion, you know how I feel about opinions, but I feel like our dark-skinned sisters don't get enough credit either. Like I feel like I'm
Oh, Lord.
I'm
You
sorry.
about to you about to
I'm sorry, but I feel like one because I only say that because you
Yeah.
brought up the fact that once they get rich and famous and whoop whoop whoop,
Mhm.
I feel like they go for the light-skinned Instagram BBL woman. Does that make sense? Like even
I mean,
with
that makes sense too.
Biggie
Yeah,
Smalls,
they
that's the perfect
do.
example. You know what I'm saying? You was with your baby mama, dark skin, thicker boned woman, you know, whatever, held you down, didn't judge you, loved you when you ain't have shit. As soon as you blew up, you went for Faith Evans.
He also went for Lil' Kim, so that's 50-50. So
And
she
he
was-
also
she was
kept
dark-
her in
Yeah,
the
he was
dark.
really with both.
She
of
was
them.
always second place.
You were really
to-
going between.
She was always
both of them.
second place to Faith Evans though, because in that society they had the look.
Whose career he helped more?
I mean, he been
it.
okay.
Mm.
Well, since you want to
It's
go
not
there,
even a question.
hold on.
It's not-
But since
it's not.
that's because Faith was already being made. But
But
since he want to
was-
go there, since you want to go there, and I'm not trying to be funny, you say whose career he helped the most, but at what cost? Because look at Lil' Kim now. That bitch is a loony.
that's not his fault.
He been gone too for long for that to be his fault,
And she
baby
was
girl.
loony before he left. And Kim still does interviews where she speak on her relationship with
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls. You know why? Because when a woman loves to that degree,
I was
she
about to
loves
say, she was in
forever.
love. She
I
was
mean,
in
I
love.
get it.
She
I
loved
mean, I get that
forever.
part, but
When he
I mean,
left, he took something with her that she has not yet recouped. I don't care what nobody says.
He killed
Because
himself.
she's
So
Right.
he can't be
Okay.
faulted for that.
He just
Hold
run
on,
out.
hold on.
She got to work on that. That's on
Hold
her.
on. She has to work
She
on
has to
that.
work on
I
that. She
agree.
just has to.
She has to work on that. But I'm just trying to give you guys a doorway to how the woman mind sometimes works. Okay?
Philly, what it
It
do,
does.
bro?
Because everybody is
Philly
not,
say,
and
huh?
I say this all the time. Everybody ain't mentally able
That's true.
to a capacity that another person might be.
That is true.
And I say everybody ain't mentally stable. But
Okay,
anyway.
Okay, well that's
Yeah,
you're
that's
right.
same
That's
thing.
that's a better way.
That's what she
Everybody
said.
ain't mentally stable to,
Yeah.
to you know what I'm saying, to handle certain situations. So
That's true.
in my mind, in Kim's situation, you think about how long she gave herself and pleaded and begging, because we don't know the inside conversations, but I can only
Right.
imagine being in her shoe. You pleading and begging with this man to be enough, to be the one that he chooses. You know what I'm saying? Choose me over her, and he constantly choosing her.
She got millions
in
of
a
dollars
woman-
off
It
of it.
don't matter.
she would be
EJ.
all right.
What I'm trying to tell you, you're a man thinking.
She
I'm
would be-
telling you
she would
how
be
a
all right.
woman think. Do you understand?
And I'm
That
tell-
is
and I'm
how
telling you
one
that
thinks.
it's
how a
stupid.
man thinks.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
I'm telling
to
you that it's stupid.
It's
Because
stupid to
at
you.
the end of the day, if you don't choose, you don't choose. You chose to stay. You got that money out of it. You became a big time rapper star out of it. You all right. You will be, and he dead. So it ain't even like he still, this been a drawn out
Mhm.
process for 20, 30 years, 40
Right.
years. He's dead and he been dead since what, 96, 97?
7.
7.
So
Oh,
this
Tupac.
is literally 30 years.
Okay, can I finish what I'm saying now? So with Kim, I'm still going to say, and I'm sorry, EJ, but EJ, he doesn't want to accept that a man can have that type of impact on a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you never mind. He doesn't want to accept. I'm not gonna make that comment because out of
Look how he
respect.
looking.
But
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Out of respect.
Yeah.
But a man can have. My point is, I need men to understand the type of impact that your actions, your words, and what you do and how you handle a woman has on that woman. All I was trying to say is with Lil Kim, with him going back and forth between her and Faith and any other woman, because they weren't even the only two, because Faith was having her issues with him too. And then you look at the outcome of Lil Kim. Yes, she got money. Yes, she got a deal out of it. And in a man's mind, he feel like that should compare. He feels like that should be even. You know what I'm saying? That's fair justice. But in a woman's mind, I loved you. I loved you with all of me. I got into this because of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You look at Lil Kim and she goes and she does all these. She was a beautiful woman, beautiful black woman. And you go and do all these things to your body because you were used to being put in a dynamic for years on of competing with other women for this man's love, which take a toll on your self-esteem, your confidence, how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself. And like she said, yeah, it's on her to do the work, but everybody ain't fucking mentally stable.
I'm
do
glad
it.
you said that. That is everything you name falls under delusion. Okay. That is literally, I'm crazy. All right. Nobody
I said
should
she
be
was
able
a
to
loony.
affect you that much.
And you want to know
love,
what's even more crazy?
love or not.
Her daughter looks like her plastic surgery instead of looking like her before. Isn't that weird?
I hadn't even noticed. I gotta
Cool.
I gotta go pull
At
that
the
up.
end of the day,
Look.
Big ain't got nothing to do with majority of that. Okay. He cheated. Okay. All right. Cool. He was fucking both of y'all at the same time 30 years ago.
I mean, what about the
Congratulations.
women that
All
do
right.
men like that
Cool.
too?
Oh,
ain't-
I completely
I
agree.
ain't even gonna do
Because
it.
Nicki
What about
Minaj,
it?
that's a basket case.
Hey, you got women that do men the same
Definitely.
way.
I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. You have women who, yes,
we
there
got to
are
start.
just like that.
We got to start having accountability for our own
Like,
actions.
Yeah.
Billy
that man
said,
been
that was
dead.
self-hate.
That man has been
She
dead.
didn't like
for
herself.
She
30
did.
years.
She
Right.
had low, she had low
That's my point.
self-esteem prior
That's
to
my point.
all that happening. She already had low self-esteem, and we already know men go for that. You know what I'm saying? And he knew that.
He knew that. That's my
Like,
point.
like Matthew
He
just
used
said,
that.
a lot
He
of
used
that with women, they have issues before they get into
Before
a
they just
relationship with
Right.
a man.
Yeah.
And like he said, that come from Mary J. Blige. So that came from her dad, the way her dad treated her. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of that with
Had
women,
daddy issues.
it forms as a child, as a girl, as a little
Yeah.
girl with that relationship they have with their father. And then they get with these men thinking that these men are able to give them a self-fulfillment to make them feel attractive, to make them feel that they wanted and valued. But that's a personal thing.
That's and I
Right.
completely
That's
agree.
she should have,
But all
you know.
I was saying
But I don't
is
get me
that
wrong. Don't
two things can
he
be
ain't
true
right.
at the same time, is what I'm saying.
Man, this ain't the two things to be true situations. I can't let this go, man. I can't let this go. I
Which
can't
part?
let
Which part you can't let go?
listen, there's too much blame being put on a guy
But I didn't blame him.
for
I didn't blame him.
the many
or I didn't try to.
issues that little Kim has in herself. Okay. You
Right.
have to understand
before she met Biggie.
at some point in time, you have to realize, like, hey man, that sucked. That hurt my feelings.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You can't still be having the same problem 10 years later after somebody done died, talking about it's their fault the way he treated me, and he cheated on me with a light-skinned girl. So because I'm dark now, I hate myself, and this, that, and the third.
So it does matter.
Cool.
Another woman.
Of course, Jack gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? She on the podcast too. I deal with this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's a man's fault anytime they have any issues whatsoever. It's always the
I
man's
never
fault.
said that
It's
because
always a man's
I
fault.
am big on I made my bed, I lay in it. I'm big on accountability. You know what I'm saying? I am big on self accountability because that's who I am as a person. Hence the name Ebony Alchemy, which means I'm accountable for me growing every day. You know what I mean?
If I pee on you and you laying down, right? And then I come back and I pee on you again the second time.
Why that?
Then I come back a third time. We talking about Diddy and stuff like that and all that.
Yeah,
and
Diddy,
R.
R.
Kelly.
Kelly and
You know
all
what I'm saying?
that.
If I come a third time and I pee on you again, how many times you gonna lay there and stay in the same
Exactly.
situation,
Why you
or you
stay?
gonna eventually get the fuck up and understand that I took my dick out and peed on you, but guess what? You ain't have to lay your ass down here and deal with this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to deal with the stuff that's going on and let it keep compounding and going over and over again. We blame everybody else for their situation. For the longest, my situations, I used to be like, man, I'm super talented. Why ain't da-da-da-da-da? This, that, and the third. I used to always blame everybody else.
Yeah.
But I had to realize that my fucking attitude was shitty a lot of the times. I would come in situations, you know what I'm saying?
You got
You know
the
what I'm
buzzer.
saying? I would come in situations
You ain't hit the buzzer.
and be like, you know what I'm saying? Damn.
Do other stuff.
I'm used to the hot seat.
Yeah. And so I had to realize, you know what? Sometimes I come in too hot. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes it's me.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
it is.
I've been able to get a hell of a lot further working with people and collaborating instead of I want to do solo shit and I want to, talk all my shit. Now I still will talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's a different EJ that you get now versus 5 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I had to take that accountability. But this is somebody in the situation that you're saying the person is dead 30 years ago, and they still want to use that as the reason why she cutting up on herself and why she doing all these things. She got too much damn money not to go to fucking counseling.
But look at this
I
comment.
agree.
Look at this comment Jazz just wrote, right? And it pretty much speaks to what we're talking about with Lil Kim. She said she had two daddies growing up. Neither one never told her she was beautiful. Growing up, she learned to love herself and instill that in herself. A lot of women, a lot of girls don't get that. Just like boys have an effect too. Sometimes the men in their lives can break them, and sometimes even their moms can break them.
Oh, yeah.
Who's sitting in front of you? Say that again.
Sometimes even their moms can break them.
Okay.
Yes.
But where I'm at now,
a real issue.
Right.
Men with mommy issues, for a long time, it might as well have been a hashtag thing.
I ain't told her. I haven't told her yet.
issues.
She don't know.
Oh,
She don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. But yeah, everything that you about to say, that's what no, everything that you about to say,
You just said.
I am literally a product of that. I dealt with severe beatings for no reason. I dealt with you ain't shit syndrome, stuff like that. You know, all that type of stuff. Like severe to the point of, getting beat mercilessly and left out, like Amistad type stuff. I still got marks on me now. My point that I'm trying to say is that you can come back from all of that. It's no reason to be 30, 40, 50 years old, still carrying those same traumas and still in your feelings about that same stuff. You have to find a way to work it out. So in the Little Kim situation,
Right.
if I'm 40,
I agree.
she is what, 55?
She
Yeah,
she
right.
she
She up
probably
there.
up there with
Yeah,
us,
she's up
right?
there.
She close to
I
us.
got a question.
Ain't no excuses.
Right.
Which one of your parents was the preacher?
My mother.
That was the preacher.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yet I'm still a Christian. Yet I
Right.
still go to church. I choose to believe. Yet, because guess what? I had to get past all of that. There was a 10-year point in my life where I didn't go to church, where I stayed away from the church and all that but it was because of her, not because of my
Yeah.
understanding.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, I've lived all of this. You have to get over it. You have to understand that
You do.
whatever that person did to you is
Mhm.
not everybody.
Okay, two
Mhm.
things. So I commend you. Well, three things. I commend you because that's not easy. I
It's not.
tell anybody I talk to, and matter of fact, we've had conversations where you heard me say before, I will never tell anybody that, and let me be very clear, I will never tell anybody that accountability or healing is easy, because that shit is not easy.
Right.
That shit is not easy. So I commend you, especially as a black man, because black men, y'all let her hold that shit in. Y'all let her hold that shit in. And then women, we go to jumping through circles trying to help you release that shit or trying to be a safe place for you. But when it's a mommy issue, and I'm hoping you can vouch for that, getting through that to help you feel safe is not easy to do. Because when the one person in the world that's supposed to be in your safe place betrayed you, you'll never, that's a trust issue to it. That's a betrayal that is hard to come back from. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I commend you for even doing the work to heal yourself, to be able to be a great husband and a great dad, because that could have went another way. You know what I mean? But
Shout out to Ebo. Jazz say she love you.
Am I Ebo?
That was saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She gave you a Nikki.
Right. I gotta like that. Okay,
Gave you a
Ebo.
Nikki.
I can't
Ebo.
go by EJ.
But
I'm proud of you for that. But I wanted to say that even in what you said, I feel like I said, it was a point in time where women with daddy's issues might as well have been a hashtag. Not to say that, because I had my own daddy issues I had to work through, but like EJ said, I had to do the work. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But everybody ain't mentally stable, because sometimes that, and not making excuses for them, EJ, but I've come to a place where I don't judge people in their walk, because I know that shit ain't easy. When I think back on the work I had to do on myself, because who sit before you, who talks, who speaks this way, the humbling in me, the peace in me, I had to fight for this. Do you hear me?
Right.
I had to fight for this, literally, whether it be in the physical or in the spiritual. I just feel like I had to fight for this. This shit wasn't easy. And I used to be in a place where I actually judged other people just being transparent, because I'm like, man, fuck that bullshit. Stop making excuses. But I had to realize that sometimes that betrayal can hit so deep, especially from when betrayal comes from the people like parents or the people who are closest to you. That shit can hit so deep that a lot of people go into a dark place, and it's hard to come out of that mentally.
Agree.
Some people can. I remember in high school, I used to be friends with a girl when her baby sister was 2 years behind us, and when she graduated, she walked across the stage and didn't even come the fuck home. She left. Never been back home. This is 18 years ago. I'm 41. She never been back home. When her baby sister graduated, been 18 years ago today. She never been back home. Her mom mentally lost it. When who was my homegirl at the time, went to doing research on the laptop. This was before cell phones was so famous. And remember, you can get on the internet and be in these chat rooms. She found out that her baby sister had been in the chat room with a 47-year-old man for a year and a half.
Damn.
She found out that when she turned 18 and graduated, the man had sent her a bus ticket to where when she walked across the stage, she didn't even go home. She got on the goddamn bus and never looked back. So her mother has never seen her youngest daughter ever again. She calls every few years and speaks and talks and holds a conversation that's not very long. But her mother never mentally came back from that. She has these ways and movements about her that you could tell her anxiety is. You get what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is I've came to a place where I've learned not to judge people's path, because everybody ain't mentally stable. You had enough umph in you. You had enough, you know, whatever that is in your spirit to say, hey, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to be like this. I want to be better. You ever heard the story where people talk about the two kids grew up in the same house with the daddy that was a drunk, and you ask one of them, how you not a drunk but your brother is, and the one brother said, well, I didn't drink because I watched my father be a drunk, and the other one said, well, I drink because I watched my father be a drunk. Same household, but different choices. Do you get what I'm saying? Like everybody just ain't mentally able, and you can't judge somebody if they're stuck in a place.
Yeah, fuck that. We ball. I'm judging like a motherfucker. Fuck that. But anyway, I got
Okay,
you.
preach.
But I get what you're saying. I mean, like, but at the end of the day, you can't take something that you went through as a child and put it
And
on
blame
your first
somebody else.
relationship that you
Right.
got with, because
But a lot of people do.
even he may have
They do.
issue. You can see Biggie had father issue. Where was he?
Yeah.
He never was there. So he never had an example of how a man treat a woman. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't have that, you ask people what's functional, what does it looks like? What does a
Right.
functional family look like to you?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then you can get 7 different answers. Like
Right.
4 of us in here right now.
Yeah.
We can get 4 different answers of what functional families look like. You see what I'm saying? So what's the role of a wife? A lot of people can't even
Right.
answer that. A lot of women can't answer what's the role of a wife. A lot of men can't answer what's the role of a husband. So it's like at the end of the day, like EJ was saying, like I say, both of y'all saying a lot of truth, but I'm kind of have to side with EJ on this one, is that at the end of the day, it's her responsibility to get her
Right.
trauma dealt with. It's not Biggie's responsibility because he has his own.
And who's
Because
to say
the-
she hasn't though?
Right, but the saying the reason that he's treating her like that's trauma. See, a lot of y'all
Sheila,
women
yeah.
don't understand what black men we treat. I ain't gonna say we. The way black men treat women the way they are, it's a lot of that is trauma.
Yeah.
A lot of them is not knowing how to be faithful and to be good to one woman because they never seen it. You see what I'm saying? And we live in a world where the cliche is the more the merrier for the man. So when you bring a kid up like that and thinking that he has to level up by, sleeping with as many women as he possibly
And-
can,
right.
that's going to be his second nature.
Notches on your
Right.
belt. Yeah.
So, that's a thing. And that's one thing the tool of the devil used to keep
Lust.
black men and women at war with each other. Because as long as we at war with each other, we can't unite.
You
We
right.
can't build nothing. We can't bring that community together. We can't develop a culture that is beneficial to us as a people.
Right.
We're always at war with each other because of these differences that we have. And black men now are standing strong on what they believe that it should be when it comes to women. They are standing strong. I've rarely heard an argument that say we need to stop sleeping with all these women and be with one woman. They saying that our culture of our history shows that we had multiple women. And that's the way we should get back in. And it wasn't until we became integrated with these Westerners that we have developed this culture of one woman. And it's really impossible for a black man, for men to be with one woman when women outnumber us.
I
by the
was
droves.
just thinking that in my head. It's like what's the ratio now? I know some years back people were saying it was 10 women to 1 man.
Right. So it's
if you're
really
looking at straight black men to,
right.
Hell, because
Straight
our
women.
options is few.
So it's so many misconceptions of that, that relationship.
I don't want no 9 more though, brother. I can't.
Ooh.
Right.
9 more.
Nine
Yeah.
more.
9 more.
No,
So,
you don't have
Hell,
you
I'm
don't have to
5
do
by
9 more.
myself.
You don't have to do 9 more.
Jeez.
You don't have to.
I'm doing it for the culture.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for the culture. Jimmy said we ain't got culture, but I got
Make a
you.
choice. You
We
can
got
make a
it.
choice.
It's just not good for us.
Okay,
We
so
got-
can I ask this then? Could you men actually take if a woman?
Here we go.
I been to go there.
Oh my.
Right.
I'm gonna play
Ah.
devil's advocate.
Okay,
Could
do
you
that.
take if a woman did the same shit? Like, hey,
Well,
if a woman is low, let's take a woman like Beyonce. Beyonce can afford to have 5 husbands.
True.
Would you be willing to be one of those husbands?
how much I get?
No, I wouldn't.
How much I get?
Why not?
Just what's inside of me. I just can't. I'm very territorial.
But you could ask your wife to have, you could be with 5 wives.
No, I don't want 5 wives.
Okay.
Not that I'm
Yeah.
51.
To each
Now, if you would have asked the 31-year-old Jimmy that, it might be a different answer.
right.
Because I'm judging. We had this conversation yesterday. When you get to a certain age, you learn to focus more on your body than your mind, because they're at war.
Because that draws a lot out of you.
Right. It's at war with you. So
It
your
really
mind can tell you you can do this and you can do that, until your body like, boy, stop.
Slow your ass down.
Right. Well, I'm gonna show you. Do it and see.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So at this age, my body would not allow me to have multiple wives. So I mean, but when I was younger, I wouldn't. If hell yeah, I would have wanted to have multiple women. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't answer that question now and be like, because I say no, that EJ should say no, or a younger cat that's in here that should they say no, because their body is different. You know,
Yeah.
like I tell a lot of young fellas, man, enjoy your youth.
Yes.
Because when Father
I tell my
Time get on
kids
your
that. Oh,
ass, he don't
listen.
stop. He don't
Oh, that's
stop.
right.
One of my best friends is almost 10 years younger than me, and I'm 41, and I tell her every day, I'm like, girl, start working out. Well, she already works out, but I tell her all the time, I'm like, keep working out,
And eat good.
stay consistent, eat good, develop good habits now, because when you get 40
Yeah.
and you try to start back doing that shit,
Yeah.
You
it's
see-
like your body resets itself.
you see that video they got where you jumping out of there, they jump off something and then they body stay down and then they spirit go off like they died right there. And then when they walking out, they look back like, damn, my body left me right there.
Mhm.
But you
Yeah, I
feel
know
like
what
you
you're talking about.
you
Yeah.
seen that.
I know what you're
It's
talking
a-
about.
What
it's
is
in the
that?
algorithm. It's a little thing in the algorithm. It's a joke. As
Yeah.
you get a little older, like I say, your mind will tell you can do something. Like my
Mhm.
mind can tell me I could jump out the back of my
Oh
truck,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know, and do it. And then when I do it,
You dead.
I'm
you don't
dead.
even realize.
And I walk off in
Right.
spirit
Couldn't
and look
do it.
back at
Yeah.
my body back.
Your
there.
mind tell you that you got mega knees until you
Right.
get home
Mhm.
at night.
Exactly. Exactly.
So at the end of the day, we all are responsible
So to the
for
question,
ourselves.
let me see.
Our
Jazz
own
said in the
self-growth.
Bible it says one man, one woman, and God is the head. So it also says a lot of stuff too.
I was just gonna say,
A lot of
'cause in
cats
the
have-
Bible, they got a wife, but they got a maiden with them.
They got
Mhm.
concubines,
Yeah,
they got all this other
concubines
stuff.
with
They
them.
just don't call
The
it a
wife
wife.
came with a maid,
So,
yeah.
She's
And lovely lady. Yeah. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Jay.
And
Go
they
ahead,
bore
Jay.
them children too.
So I'm a woman and I wouldn't want more than one husband.
Right, I
Right.
agree.
Yeah.
All right, one is enough. Jazz
It's
said one is
definitely
enough.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I sent the video to the group earlier, right?
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all looked at it. And it was talking about women really not having, the guy was talking about women not really having to have one man. Because if you seen it,
Mm-hmm.
if she can have multiple men do multiple different things for her, then why would she want one man? You see what I'm saying?
Or you can have one man that knows how to do all those multiple things.
Well, that's rare. That's very rare.
Thank you, God. Damn, man.
See, that mindset is like, it's rare. I mean, there are men that can do that, but guess
Mhm.
what? He already with someone,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Already taken.
Right.
Exactly. If he can
Like,
do
they
all
can
that,
say-
he already got him.
They already taken.
Right.
Promise.
He got
So,
what he wants.
so it's
And-
like you got women now are on the mindset. It's like I can have multiple men doing different things. You got one take you out to eat. That's a free meal. And women can get that every day, right?
Mhm.
You got one that'll shoot. Look at me.
I'm just waiting to get in, brother.
I'm trying to tread lightly in this
Tag me.
Look at
conversation.
Tag me.
Nigga, see.
Hey, you know why Nick ain't saying
Right.
that?
Because
Because he know we gonna bring up, first of all, you got like 4-5.
she got a roster.
So
You see what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying? So
But-
but you have different ones for different things. Let me make sure I clarify that because y'all hating ass niggas coming here. We didn't say she fucking them. It's not what we said.
Right. And that's-
Now let's
right.
be real. One or two of them get a little something. Anyway, we talk about that. But anyway, all right, we ain't gonna try to make you like no angel.
Yeah.
But far from the other side of that. So
it's just like, why would women, they think about it, and y'all ladies are in here now, right? So would that be an ideal lifestyle for you at this day and time? To have
Honestly,
multiple men do multiple things for you will make your life easier.
I think I would piggyback off of what you said. Maybe the 25-year-old me who wasn't studying, settling down, who had that kind of energy, who could be to work at 7 a.m. after club until 3 and running off for 2 hours of sleep. Like,
Right.
she probably would be with the shit. But me now, I'm like, because me now, the woman that I am and the asset that I know I would be to this man, would be, how can I say? It's too much to try to spread thin. Does that make sense?
Make perfect.
Yeah.
Meaning like trying to be that woman, the woman that I desire to be to one man.
Mhm.
The
I got to
woman
cross the leg for this.
the woman that you trying to get on my nerve, but the woman that I desire to be to one man, or just the woman that I know I could be to one man, or who I'm not gonna say could be, the woman that I know who I would be to him, is too much work go into her. And then because now I have a spiritual side, I have a spiritual eye into things. So to take
Makes a world of a difference.
it makes a big difference because you know, a lot of things that we don't teach our kids. Every time you lay with somebody, and of course that's a transaction, you know what I mean? So to take that part of me and have to do with him and then him, because when niggas get to doing shit for you, they they look for shit in return. They do that shit with intention, you know what I
Right.
mean? So to have to be that
And they
woman-
better. And I don't care how it fucking sounds. And they better.
yeah, we didn't run in the same circle,
Yeah.
but
Some lame ass niggas out here doing all that bullshit.
I got
And then y'all don't give no coup de cat.
the
out
fuck,
there
maybe they just
and don't
a
do
gentleman,
nothing,
EJ.
and don't do. See, I hate that narrative. That narrative gets on my nerves because that is a narrative that works well for you, right? Because you can use them.
No, maybe some men
I'm
aren't
saying.
so pressed for pussy that
It's
they don't mind doing something.
Evan,
You're
else.
not gonna
Evan,
shame me
they
at
not gonna
all,
get
boo
that.
boo. You're
They're
not
not
gonna
gonna get that.
You're
You
not
might
gonna
as well let
shame
that
me
go.
for that, boo boo girl.
Girl.
You know what I'm saying?
Men are not gonna get that. They don't understand that.
Let me tell
Some
you
men are not so pressed
You-
for. Listen,
you
some men
will
are
not
not
shame
so
me.
pressed for. I'm not shaming you, baby, because we don't run in the same
that is a
circle.
shaming tactic.
But some men
Saying
are
the
not
word like
so
pressed.
pressed
You know what I'm saying?
for cootie cat that they or
It's not about
I'm
that.
gonna tell you something that they will get. It ain't tricking if you got it.
That's fine.
It ain't.
That's cool. If they
It
feel
ain't
that way,
tricking if you
uh-huh.
got it.
That's cool.
I don't think.
But even the
it
word
ain't.
tricking, though, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time in that scenario comes with a
I didn't
payoff.
want to use that
At the end,
word, but you
The
forced
Kimmy-
me
the
to
Kimmy
use
got a-
that
he got a
word.
big.
Yeah.
Y'all got to
Golly.
read his.
So he says, I
Okay,
stopped
go on,
working
go on,
with
get it out.
different professionals all within months because the guidance was too vague. I just did amateur research on emotional tools, and over the years of trial and error, slowly got out of depression. They provided hope more than solutions, which is valuable, but short-term help.
It definitely is. It's just like going to church and getting that Sunday high, and then Tuesday morning you be back in the same mental space you was before you left. So that keeps you coming back to the church. But
Yeah.
hold on, let's double track because I don't want nobody to get my words twisted. I want to talk about tricking. Okay, I mean I use the word tricking because I was trying to bring it to a place where y'all can get the understanding.
Oh, no, man.
I mean,
But
I was
what I'm
waiting to
saying
get in
is
because I was
that
kind of.
Some men don't mind, like some men, and I guess it depends on what type of woman you are too and how you carry yourself. Because I have friends that I have been friends.
That's more
with for-
shaming. Now that's shaming women that they're not on the same caliber of you if they don't agree
That
with
ain't-
your position.
Well, baby, they take that how they take that because that's self accountability.
I'm just giving you the debate points that
I
you're
ain't
using.
shaming nobody.
You know what
I
I'm
spoke
saying?
on me.
I'm giving you
Go ahead,
your.
make
I
your point.
spoke on me.
So what was
I
the
ain't
point?
shaming nobody. I spoke on me because, and I also say this because they themselves have told me. You know
Okay,
what I'm
now
saying?
what was you saying? Because
I have friends that if I got down in a situation or needed something, if I'm a woman, I'm feminine. If
Right.
I'm out and about and my goddamn tire go flat, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Quiet as kept, I could change my own tire. I've done
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Then just
But-
do it. Then there's no more of the conversation. Then if you could do it, just do it. There's no
Bro,
more of the
who-
conversation. Then
See, I was finna say a joke, but now I don't even feel right saying that shit. I was finna say, nigga, who hurt you? Like, really? Because you really sounded like it's still work to be done. And I
Just
say
do
that in love.
just do that. Then just do
I
that.
say that
If
shit
you
in love.
can do it yourself and you want to brag about that you can do it, then
I
just do it.
wasn't bragging about
Right.
nothing.
Because I
was
could do it.
stating
I could do it
facts.
anyway. I could do it anyway. So I don't even need you to do it. You know what I'm saying? That
That's
was
not
exactly
what I
what you were getting
said.
to.
That's what he heard, but that's not what I said.
okay, I want to hear your point.
That's not what I
I
said.
rewind the footage.
Go ahead, go back.
Rewind the footage. I'm gonna re-say
You
what
s-
I
right,
said.
I heard what you
I
said.
said, quiet as
Right.
kept. I could change my own tire because I've done it.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
That wasn't in arrogance. That was in facts.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
In certainty. But like I said, or was about to say, I am a woman. If I don't have to do that, I don't want to.
I get it.
Okay. I get it. Everybody's on the feminist act about I am woman, hear me roar. Fuck that. I prefer to purr. Don't get me twisted. I can roar if I need to. But I am woman. I like to purr. I like to be pretty. I like to be soft. I like to be feminine.
Hey, when we just talking about this,
I like to
remember
be
what I
feminine.
said?
All the women
No.
running around and they want to show their
See,
balls on a nigga.
right.
I ain't got time for that. I'm gonna let y'all do that because I like for a nigga to come to my
So let me
aid.
ask you something. And I don't want to cut you off. If you had a choice to work or not work, which would you choose? Choice now. And I ain't talking about a choice with strings on it. I'm talking about an actual, genuine, divine choice to work or not work. I'm talking about a job.
I think it
with a
depends on the
boss.
circumstance.
This, that, and the third.
I'm glad you asked that question.
I think it
'Cause
depends on
the
the circumstance,
hesitation
but I would
shows
choose
everything
not
that I
to
need to
work.
say.
I would choose not to work, but in this day and time, that's what I would choose. Okay, well, I would choose not to work. I would choose not to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I said this. Me and nigga was talking, was it Friday? Or was it Thursday? One day.
Yeah.
I said, I don't believe and I don't feel women were made to work.
Not in that capacity.
It was not meant for them to work.
Not in that
jobs.
capacity. Okay. Not in that capacity.
I'm not just saying work like,
because what we do at home is still work.
Right. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me clarify that and put the word to a job with a boss or foreman.
Manual labor.
Well, not necessarily.
Yeah,
labor. I mean, corporate or whatever.
Right. Okay.
I just don't feel that women can have two kings, two bosses. You see what I'm saying? And that is one of the dividing factors that come into a lot of women today, because a lot of women want to be bosses. They leveling up. They getting their education, they getting their money.
And that's great.
It's great for them personally, but it's really bad for us as a race, as a people. Because the family dynamics are being affected by it.
Oh, can I say something?
Sure. It's open for discussion. This is what we on the mic for. That's why 5 of them.
And this is no shade against anybody. This is just how my mind works. I'm gonna say, as a woman, the degrees you have, if you that woman and you still choose, I watched this show where the lady says she has a law degree and she married her husband, who is a politician. Well, he wasn't in the beginning, but she had a law degree, and instead of going on to practice law, she chose to help build her husband's career, who also had a law degree, and help him be a politician. So in saying that, I say this: every tool under your belt that you get while working on yourself as an individual, you can help. And this is just how my mind works. When the king come into your life, you help build the kingdom. That's how my mind works. Right. You help build the kingdom. So whatever skills, whatever I got under my belt, whatever I got going on in my mind, in a perfect world, we come together, and all of those tools are used to build this kingdom.
That's right.
It's used to build this kingdom, because I believe in order. And for all the religious scholars, God spoke in order.
Right.
He spoke in order. He put because you asked for it. You begged him for a king.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You begged him for a king. So when he gave you a king, he gave you an order. He gave you a protocol. And I believe in that order. I believe in that protocol. Now, there's a lot of women out here who say that, you don't have whatever about yourself when you choose to live that type of life. No, to each is his own. There are some people who come home and the wife is the breadwinner and the husband is a stay-at-home dad. I've tried that too.
Okay.
Either way, I believe in order. I believe in protocol. But in the modern today's time, I think people get away from tradition, which that's okay too, because whatever works for your household. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't knock nobody. I think you do what you do. When I say work for your household, it's the same thing to me as saying you do whatever works for the sake of y'all kingdom. Mm-hmm. Whatever y'all building, you do whatever works for whatever y'all building. The only problem comes in is when the wife's homegirls start getting in her ear and whispering things like, bitch, if that you got to know how to. Why the fuck you only do that when I'm talking?
Wait a minute. I'm trying to see who you just said fuck to. I'm trying to. Somebody over here.
I'm gonna let EJ
who that is she talking to?
Oh my
God. I mean, what and everything you said, I agree with you. But my point was to point that, I mean, we adapting to a system
Leave me alone.
that we really wasn't supposed to be in. Okay, and when I'm referencing to is pre this system, before this system, what the creation of man and woman was actually created for, and that's the dynamics that we have gotten away from because Black women are out earning Black men at a mass number. They are more they're the most educated human on the planet. Okay, that's.
Are they competing
Are they competing
with the Black man?
I don't. I would say.
I'm just asking.
I would say it's more of a competing with the Black man. I think it's more the fact that the system that was set up is to the point where it has them having to do, making them feel they have to do what they have to do that to be able to live, because it was not the Black man's reasoning why they had to do that. It was actually the system of this racist system, which we talked about earlier, that keeps us in oppression because it systematically was put in place. And it was systematically put in place to take the Black man out of this pyramid of how the family was designed for the Black man to be the provider. So if he can't provide, so that's already taking the dynamics down, right? If he's not the provider anymore, now she's the provider. So the dynamics that was given spiritually to us is thrown off by man, not God. So it was never rearranged by God. It was rearranged by man. So with that being the fact that now the system of a family is all off whack, because now the Black women is at the top of the pyramid when she was never designed by God to be there. That was a design by who? The white man, the system that they have. So there's no way we can take something that was interrupted by God and make it work for us in a way that God can see it as a blessing to us. There's no way. So the dynamics are thrown off when women goes out and work these other jobs, because you don't know how to come home and be feminine when you've had to be a boss all day to another man who's your boss. And now you got to come home and submit yourself to a nigga that don't even make what you make when you done already did it all day to a man who make sure you pay your bills. You see what I'm saying? So the dynamics is thrown off. And I'm not saying to knock on any woman that got their education and leveled up. Kudos to you, boo-boo.
Can I talk?
Right.
But what I'm saying is the fact that it threw off the dynamics of the Black family. And white women do not out earn white men.
Ebony, it's okay for me to talk.
EJ, we're not doing that.
It's okay.
Don't do that.
I get it. I want to get back real quick.
Okay.
Before you go.
Okay.
I want to say, when we were talking about I'm not saying for men to be, oh, I did a little something for you. You know, you better give me access to you. That is not what I'm talking about.
It sounded
you
like,
you know what I'm saying? No. However,
it sounded like,
just like, and it sounded
only
like,
one that heard
and it sounded like tricking. And I actually heard the word tricking come out from you.
Okay.
So, you know, but
touche.
what I want to say is this: there's been an overcorrection, because I get it. You guys are more autonomous now. You make money, things like that. So guys have to come with it when they're talking to you, right? I get that. But too often, because see, remember, I work damn near exclusively with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I work with a lot of women, a lot of my followers women. I hear these stories too much where I hear I got a roster of niggas and it's 12 niggas, only 2 or 3 of them get a little something. And then them other 8 or 9, they all competing, doing as much as they can for me to slowly move them up the list. You know what I'm saying? I've told y'all it's 6 type of archetypes that y'all like. Y'all like Professor Pipe, you like Money Man, you like Captain Conversation, father figure, Mr. Fix It, and then it's the super simp. You know what I'm saying? And you get as many of those as you possibly can. Each one of those are hitting a certain area.
Oh, can I say something?
Go ahead.
All those 5 archetypes that you named, right? If the woman is put in a position, let me say that different. Ladies, please do not kill me for this comment. I feel they finna be like, crucify her. But if the woman in this family dynamic, if the woman is in position of the protocol that the order of things is supposed to be, she can lift him up to a place where he's able to be those things when required. I think it's a balance required. Each him he the look on her face like what the fuck. But no, I'm serious. So
Jazz they put the eyes on you then.
right, you know what I'm saying? But I'm serious. That's why I say I know the women finna be like crucify her. But in my mind, there's a way that the woman is in her position in his life that helps him to be all those archetypes that you name. Now, vice versa, who he is in all those archetypes helps her to be who she needs to be to help him be those archetypes. Goddamn, did that make any sense?
It would. It would.
But she shouldn't be.
It would if
Yeah.
it wasn't designed that way by man. It would be. But that's a design. Because they understand when you throw off the dynamics, nothing can work. It just can't, no matter how you try to.
No, I
You know,
agree. But
right.
that's why I said in a perfect world.
Right.
In a
Yeah.
perfect world, before they put this thing
Yeah,
in
I
to
think she's
divide
saying
us,
something else. Yeah.
divide us. I'm just saying in a perfect world, not meaning that's not how it is today because everything's messed up, everything's
Right.
screwed up, everything's divided.
Right.
I'm saying in a perfect world, meaning if this would have never happened, this is how it would have been. You know what I'm saying? Because okay, let's take for an example, Medea, Big Mama. You know what I'm saying? You remember granddaddy would go out, he would work and labor all day. When she would come home, he get the big piece of chicken. But Big Mama, while she was fixing his plate, she was in the kitchen talking to him while he untying his shoes at the table, sitting there waiting on her to bring the plate. She's telling him about such and such kid got this at school, so make sure you tell him that, you know, congratulate you, proud of him or whatever. She was helping him be that man that he needed to be. She was present for him when he couldn't be present. Do you get what I'm saying? Meaning by who she is helps him to be all those archetypes that you name.
Right.
Well-
but look at the design that you described.
You keep saying that.
Right.
But that's why I keep
The
saying in a
dynamics.
perfect
Mm.
world before
Mhm.
the falling.
Well, I don't.
Do you get what I'm
But
saying?
I don't
Before.
think that. I think that you should come 80% of what you're going to end up being in your relationship anyway. You know what I mean? You because you need to be pretty much who you're going to be ready to be that long-term boyfriend, husband, long-term girlfriend, wife. This ain't the time for training. You know what I'm saying? No more.
Mm.
So that's my thing. But so, and the other issue is that people do not. So I'm gonna speak for men right now, and I think Jimmy can back me up on this. Most men are not all 6 of those.
Right.
Okay,
I agree with that.
you might get 2.
Maybe.
The best you getting is 3 out them 6.
Maybe.
All right, for the most part.
Right.
There's some niggas out here gonna fake it, but I'm talking about you really that nigga
Really
at
that
those
good.
things.
Yeah.
Like
really
me,
that person.
I'm Mr. I'm
Right.
Captain Conversation, right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It don't matter. I can talk with her, whatever.
Yeah.
I got a little super simp in me because I can listen to the bullshit that that I call it super simp, but it's more emotional kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? He want to listen to that type of stuff, all that, and we ain't gonna talk about the other one because I ain't trying to brag, to everybody. But anyway, so you know what I'm saying? I get you at the most good 3 at the most. Okay. But I'm broke nigga. So I can't be the buddy man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not Mr. Fix It at all.
Jesus.
So you fixing
Okay.
shit.
I ain't fixing shit.
Right.
Like, I had another nigga put together the lawnmower. I called him the other day. Xavier Cook. Shout out to him.
But ain't nothing wrong
He
with that.
put together I looked at that shit. I said, man,
Oh, hell no.
Ain't
this
nothing
is
wrong with
18 steps to this shit. I called my boy, hey, you a yard man. You put this together. He said, bring it to me. I got you. I said, cool. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I cut the grass now myself,
Yeah.
but I damn sure didn't put that lawnmower together.
Okay.
So that's all
Wrong
I'm
with that.
saying.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
So, okay.
Mm.
I ain't gonna. So she can talk you into all that shit. Ain't no woman gonna make me become a mechanic.
Right.
Ain't no woman gonna talk me
I
into being a Mr. Fix It.
I agree.
I think I put together one bed the entire time I've been together with her. I'll pay a motherfucker to come get it.
Exactly. But
or
you're
whatever.
gonna pay somebody to do
That
it.
just
though,
ain't
right?
mine. Now,
So,
so yeah, but that's my point of what I'm saying.
yeah.
So
I get it.
Yeah.
Lost-
All that type of stuff right there.
yeah.
I don't be trying to talk about it, but I ain't gonna go too far. She ain't here to defend herself now.
Right,
So
right.
I'll wait till another time to go back on the attack. So
Matthew said most women don't understand that part.
they don't. You ain't getting all that. He gonna fake it like he is all of that and everything. And when you get down to it, just like she gonna fake that she is all those type of things, then you gonna find out you really can't even cook like that.
Right.
Your sex game ain't really all.
See, I was
all
really
that.
trying to get to understanding of what, the point was of what she was trying to make about, her helping him.
Mm-hmm.
But I was talking about more of a woman that's leveled up, you know what I'm saying, that got her money. Because there's a lot of women now that's making 6 figures. I mean, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And they able to financially support themselves and your ass if you need it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But most women, think about it. Just think about it from a woman's perspective. And I'm gonna try to flip it to a man perspective. From a woman's perspective, she feel like the reason for her having a man is to have that security, right?
Okay.
Right? Don't y'all feel like y'all need, if you with a man that doesn't make you feel secure, are you really turned on by him?
No.
If you don't feel secure and safe.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So
That's
part of
of it.
safety is
Yeah.
what? Financial security,
Mm-hmm.
physical, all of those things are part of,
Mhm.
that security. So if he's not doing that, then what's his purpose? Why you want him?
Right. Right.
Okay. Same
Yeah.
with a man. That's what I'm saying. If we have a woman that we can't depend on to keep us emotionally, sexually, intimately, to do the duties of what we feel a woman should do. It's more than just cook, clean, and fucking. It's a lot going on with it, but we do want that. That's why I have a woman if you ain't getting that. You see what I'm saying? And women get pissed off about that part when you want that in your woman. It's like, yeah,
Nigga, you be cooking.
why the fuck would I want you if I can't get a hot meal out you and some sex? Why would I want you?
Nigga, you be cooking.
I will cook for the guy that I
Yo, man, we ain't talking
I
about a
cook for
regular
my
nigga,
man.
right?
Absolutely,
Right.
I
But the
will
man
cook
that
for
you
my man.
respect and you love.
absolutely
Right. So it's not wrong.
Can you
with
cook?
it. She's been promising us a lasagna plate for
Yeah.
17 years. And we ain't seen it yet. We ain't seen it yet. So the jury's still
As a
out
matter
there.
of fact, so let's go ahead and schedule this now on the when the next show, my boy.
I don't know when next show is. What, next week?
I mean,
I guess. You know how we change it up.
we be
Whatever.
over, but I think all my Sundays is good now. I just
So what's up?
try to do it earlier because I be having
Lasagna?
work.
Because I can eat now. You know what I'm saying?
can.
So yeah, I can eat now.
She
I done
said,
gained 10 pounds back. I gotta be careful. Say the shirt been a little tight, you know what I'm saying? That's why Sky had this smart ass comment early on in the show.
Matthew said, from what he hearing, there aren't that many women that can cook or clean.
Look, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut because so let me tell you.
Before we get to that though, is you bringing that lasagna next week though? That's what I'm gonna get it on air. You gonna bring that lasagna?
I can attempt to.
I get some. Want me to bring? I give you the noodles.
I gotta see how
I get the noodles. You get the ground beef, and then what you need? Pasta sauce. What's up?
Yeah, I need pasta sauce. I need the ground beef, ground chuck, ground turkey, whatever y'all like. I can do the lasagna noodles. I can do ricotta if y'all like ricotta. I guess y'all like ricotta and y'all.
All right,
Everybody don't like ricotta and they.
Yeah, I like ricotta. We just cash app you a little something.
So Matthew said, feel free to speak your mind.
Yeah, I don't like to get into this type of stuff, but can I cook? Can I clean? Can I do all that? Absolutely. I don't like to get into what I would do in a relationship because just me. I don't feel like I got to prove shit. So
back
up. Okay.
When you're in a relationship, you don't feel like you have to prove it.
I mean, when I'm in a relationship, yes, but when I'm first meet somebody, don't be asking me 50,000 questions.
But
can I cook? Can I clean?
Okay, but so you confusing it though. So we ask.
Okay,
so which one we talking about? When you meet or when we in the relationship?
I'm talking about meeting. What are you?
We're talking about in it.
And
Oh yeah, I mean, okay.
Cause see, we talk about the meeting thing.
how do we get to the point where we get that? At what point do we get that? Let me ask that. How long I gotta date you before
don't
you
know.
start doing it?
That's a
There
good
is no
question.
time. There's
That's a
no
good
time
question.
limit.
Okay.
I don't know. It depends on the person. I can't just assume like, oh, I gotta be dating you 3 months before I do this and do that. I don't know. It depends on who I'm dating.
Man, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
We got
Do
a lot of
you
comments.
do you at any point in time, like, do you plan on maybe getting married in the future,
I don't
or you don't
plan
care
on it.
like anymore?
Yeah,
don't-
I'm
it
not
don't
pushing
sound
for it. Mm-mm.
It don't sound.
That-
right.
that-
If it happens, if
that's-
I meet somebody,
then
cool,
that's fine,
but it
because
depends.
I was gonna say it doesn't work now in this scenario. But I was gonna say, okay, well, the same question can be asked to him, like, when it's time for the ring, like, how long is it gonna take for that?
Mhm.
However long it takes to get all of that is how long plus extra it's gonna take to get the ring. So,
yeah.
or to
Okay.
be in that type of
Yeah,
situation.
it
Because you got to
depends.
show me those are things that, you know,
I haven't
regular.
met that person yet, so I can't say either way. I mean, when I meet the person,
I believe you done met that person.
anyway,
I
when
believe
I'm
you done
anyway,
met that person.
You think so?
Yeah.
when I meet that person,
I think so too.
I will do.
She didn't already have a card.
I know what's
I
going on.
pers-
I know what I need to do.
I know. Never mind.
There you
Yeah, honey,
I believe
Watch
that you've met that person.
watch it.
I believe that you met the person.
think so.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do.
I don't.
You see him a lot to go.
No, I ain't going
No,
to talk
no.
that. But I'm just
Nope.
saying, I believe by the way you talk, I know, and the person that I know you to be, I know you met some shitty niggas, but I also know that
have.
you've met some upstanding, some
I
decent, some
have.
good guys,
I've
right?
done that as well. Yeah.
And so I know you have met some good candidates,
I have.
but I just think you ain't really, you just don't care. I'm glad you're being honest. You know what I'm
I
saying?
am. I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a begrudgingly. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. Okay, so have I met some candidates?
Hey,
Yes.
clip this. Clip this. When you put it in the opens, whatever you do, make sure you get this, because you can't write a better. Go ahead.
Yes, I can. But I mean, yes, I have. But
That Scott said she could do the plates. She could bring the
oh, she can bring some plates.
I had
Bring-
Scott cooking
bring
twice
some-
now. I've had
Okay.
Scott cooking twice.
Oh, okay. Bring some plates and yeah, all the silverware. Bring all that forks and whatever like that too. But yeah. I guess for me when I'm figuring out people, I guess you could say when I'm watching and I'm observing, it's a certain thing that I have to feel, I have to get in order to take that person serious. I guess because if we are spending time and we're doing whatever, I mean, I don't fantasize about relationships. So I'm not, just because you're being a certain type of way, acting a certain type of way, doing certain things, does not tell me that you want me full time in your life.
What a
Like
nigga
we ain't
gotta
having
do?
that conversation.
What
Like,
a nigga gotta do?
we gotta at least have the conversation. We gotta have the conversation, and then even if we have the conversation, I'm gonna go back to what is it you really been doing to show me that we would work as a couple. Because anybody could take you somewhere, buy you something, take you to dinner. Anybody could do that. But
Okay.
what else do you have going on?
But look what you just did. You just went in a circle, right?
Oh Lord.
You just
got going in a
said,
circle.
you've got to tell me something. We got to have the conversation.
What we do, that's
But
part
then
of
you
it.
also, but you got to do the actions.
Of
then-
course you gotta do that.
Well, you started with the actions, and then you went to you got to say it, and then you went back to the actions.
Well, you
so
got
you literally just went.
everything. No, everything has to line up. If we're talking about something, what you're doing has to line up with what you're saying as well. It all comes round full circle. Yeah, it might sound like I'm going in circles, but the thing is, all of it lines up together. If you are telling me something, it has to be both of them together. It can't be one or the other. They have to come together at the same time. Because you could be telling me, "Oh, I want you in my life," but yet I don't hear from you for 2-3 days. How does that work? You know what I mean? So your actions have to line up with your words. That's all I'm saying. So I mean, yes, I'm just I have to be able to take you serious. And if I'm confused and I feel like I can't truly take you serious, then I'm not putting all myself out there. I'm just not going to do it. And then when it comes down to, being physical, yes, I get that. I know, men want to be physical. I get it. I understand they want to sleep with me. I get all that. But I'm not going to do that either unless I'm not confused, because I know what that's going to turn into. We start having
What it gonna turn into?
if we start having sex and it's good, then okay, now what's next? What we doing next? Because if you're saying that, okay, if you're like I'm saying, if you say telling me that, oh, okay, I want to do this with you, I want to be with you, what we doing, you doing all that, and then like I said, I don't hear from you for 2-3 days. I'm cool with it because I want you to do whatever it is you want to do. Be your authentic self. I want you to do all that. Don't play no games with me because I'm gonna peep them out. I don't fantasize about relationships in my head. I don't make up relationships in my head. It has to make sense to me. And I don't want to be confused about it. Don't make me be confused because I'm gonna treat it as such. That's all I'm saying. I'm cool with it. I'm gonna get with it. But like when I say that man has not come around, that's the type of man I'm talking about that hasn't come around yet. That that's letting me know and showing me that this is what he wants.
So basically,
don't be half-assed
basically
about
that
it.
man that not only talk the talk but walk the walk.
Yeah, don't be half-assed.
Mainly walk the
because
walk
I'm
more than you
not
talk.
going to be half-assed with you. That's it.
Point well taken.
That's all I'm saying.
We coming up on that 2-hour mark.
Oh, yeah, we are.
And we didn't. This has been a great show. I really like you, girl, man. Ebo, that's her nickname.
Bo.
She really brought some energy in here.
Yeah, she the rookie of the year, man. I already gave it to her already.
Gave
you know
it
what
to
I'm
her.
saying?
Hey,
And the
you
year
were-
ain't even over.
Hey, you weren't
Told you.
lying on that, man. She definitely really came in here with a lot of good energy and she talked very well. So really like to have her back. This was a great show, man. We really got it in. We got it in. You know what I'm saying? So
And we didn't finish all the school stuff. I still had some
Man, we
stuff I wanted to add to that.
Well, go ahead.
We'll get back
Gotta
with
give about it.
We'll get back with it.
Do your thing now. You might be forgot. We 50 years.
Yeah,
old.
because I will forget.
Gone, boy. So you get to the car.
I will forget. But I guess I just wanted to add, because we were talking about taking out the phones or whatever in the schools, and how we know technology and social media and all that is a part of our lives right now.
Mhm.
And that we pretty much disagree with them taking the phones out of the schools. So my thing is, instead of trying to do that, why not change the whole freaking curriculum and incorporate that stuff into the schools more often, instead of trying to figure out how to take it out of there? Because I think it's just a way they have to change the way the kids are learning, change the way the kids are being active and motivated to do work. It may take them having their phones there to do it. You know what I mean? Like start incorporating doing certain things on their phones more often. That still gives them the opportunity to pull that phone out, do things so they won't feel like they losing their minds. Because like Jay was saying, you don't do this and expect them not to react. That something like that would keep them from just, losing their minds for not having their phones with them all the time. So the curriculum has been the same for hundreds of years. So maybe it's time to change that. You can't, it's going to be hard to just get that out of their system because that's all they know. Like you said, Jay, that at 2 years old, they know how to work a phone. They know how to pull up things on YouTube. They know how to. My son was typing like this at 5 years old. He was typing on the laptop at 5 years old, not even looking at the letters. He knew how to type. So my thing is that this is going to not motivate them to do anything. It's going to, because we already know these kids' minds are going 50,000 places. It's already hard for them to sit in a seat and not move and not be active for an hour in the classroom. So instead of taking it away, just incorporate it more into the system.
Okay.
That's just what I was thinking.
Okay.
That's
Well,
just what I
Joe.
was thinking.
Hey, I rock with you. The only quick thing that I would say is they're trying to take it away because they're saying that looking at it is causing the frazzled brains and those type of things. So
I get that too.
that's why they're kind of, so I
Get that too.
but just tone it down about them using it in school, but they should be able to have it on them for the safety precaution. I don't mind going back
I
to
agree with
the
that.
chalkboard. You know what I mean?
Right.
I
yeah,
remember I
mean,
love
that's
that.
fine, that's good.
We
Yeah,
need to do that.
Yeah, we do. We some of that stuff we do need to go back to. We really do. But yeah, I'm with you. Well, like we already said, we agree with them really needing to have them phones on them. I don't think they need to just tell them ban it. You can't have it at all. But it's an agenda behind it, I think.
For sure, man. Hey, man. Look, I appreciate it. I love this show. I love everybody that's on here, man. Glad to be back. Been gone about a month, everything like that. I apologize for the we got into the bitter black woman stuff a little bit. I'm just playing.
Oh
Let
my
me stop.
God.
But yeah, love all y'all.
It's always good, big dog. Always good, man, for everybody to come on this show and be yourself, man.
Right,
That's what we always stress, man. Just
We
come
do
here,
it.
be
Do it
yourself.
up.
Don't bite your tongue. Just don't speak about them Jews and
but they're only on the show.
right. And we'll be able to survive, you know what I'm saying? Anything else, but
Oh, Lord.
we flagged and about that mug. But
Oh my God.
anybody got any announcements, anything you got going on, y'all want to put out there before we go?
Wednesdays, Center Hideaway Lounge. I'm
Mhm.
doing DJ bingo at Hideaway Lounge. Starts at 8:00. Y'all know CP time. So
It's
most
on
people get
Wednesday.
there,
I
yeah.
might be able to make cover done. We don't practice on Wednesday.
Yeah, we on Wednesday, Hideaway Lounge. We had a great turnout.
Okay.
Trying to get double of that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody come through.
Mm.
You
And
talk about Hideaway Line on Blackman Road.
yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
That's my old
Okay.
hood.
We gonna have fun and it's safe.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I ain't never even been in that spot. That spot was right there. I lived over there for 9 years.
Uh-huh.
Big Coco, you anything you want to say?
No. I'm good. I don't have any. Well, yeah. I don't know if I want to put that out there, but
Go
anyway.
ahead, put it out there.
Yes.
Put it out there.
Well, I was gonna say, just bring up while you're talking about Hideaway. I was gonna bring up Center Stage as well. We have a comedy show coming up on the 14th, so y'all look for that. We do have a Center Stage page on Facebook. You can go check that. My boy Johnny Taylor, you can go check his page. He'll have everything we have coming up in the next few weeks. But yes, we do have a comedy show coming up on the 14th. That should be good.
That's
So look
what's
out for
up.
that.
That's what's up. That's what I appreciate everybody that came in today. I know y'all was commenting and we appreciate that. A lot of comments we weren't able to read, but I was trying to put them up there so you would be acknowledged and what you had was on here, because I know how it is when you come in and you interacting with us. You definitely want to be acknowledged. So we try our best to acknowledge, but as you know, this was a great convo today.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just be hard to kind of read every comment, you know what I'm saying? But we definitely appreciate everybody that logged in with us today. And we're gonna do another show probably next Sunday if ain't nobody got too much going on.
Yeah.
So we'll do another show. Well, we'll put that up though, you know what I'm saying? So thank you. And we out.
Yep.